Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are my favorite cast members doing today?
Or your
Me and
favorite?
Nick are good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unquestionably.
Way to
Nice.
shit on Destiny. What the fuck?
True.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I went to a Vietnamese restaurant just before I got on here, had pho, which is such a great food. Love
It's
that.
great, yeah. I got new glasses today, and I'm still getting used to them because I didn't get my eyes checked for like 4 years, and one of my eyes got like double as bad, so now I'm like super getting used to the new glasses. But otherwise I'm doing good.
Nice. What about you, Sale?
I'm doing great. I had a nice chill weekend. I'm living life. I can do whatever I want. It's all good.
Nice.
MrMouton, you're looking chipper and well.
I've been winning league, so feeling
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's a dangerous thing to base your happiness on.
Yeah.
good. That's the only thing I base it on, though.
So you've been spinning the slots, made a lot of money today, boy.
Well, where last we left our party, you were in a town on an island. There's a bit of trouble, I recall. And someone want to give a better recap than that? Because you're at the base of the tower now, but how did we get here? How did we get
Okay.
to the four of you assaulting a citadel?
Nilrim went into a tavern, and as he does, he fucked everything up. So there was basically a bunch of revolutionaries there who were ready to go in arms, and Nilrim actually caused the reverse effect, and he actually got them all on board with the White Prince. It was
Yeah.
quite the
great.
miraculous thing.
It was like
it was the
handed
worst
this
case scenario.
perfect. We were
Yeah.
handed this perfect.
Wait. We're kind of missing part of the story here, right? Does somebody want to give a full recap? I can do it, but I'll
can do
offer
it, yeah, I don't-
I'll offer it up to the table if anyone else wants to
I
take
just
it.
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to let
I'm
you
not
know that it
gonna
was
lie.
the worst case scenario.
I had a major ADHD episode for the last hour of the show, so I'm not really sure what happened.
All right. So it started off. We just made it back to the base. We had a new prisoner who was an accountant for the White Prince, and we kind of came back after a bit of a time skip, right? Like a week or two, everyone was sort of healed up. Nilrim kind of tortured the accountant a little bit, and then we played a bit of good cop, bad cop. Eventually moved him into a room, sent him through the Rohi kind of induction ceremony thing, branded the guy. So it kind of made him a full-fledged member of the squad. I feel like an accountant's a good guy to have on hand, so we tried to get him on board. We had a bit of role-playing with little Bobby and Wiley, and then Sale got a strange message from his deity informing him that he was to go to an island that Neil will now remind me the name of. I think it was like Jarumba or something like that. Jamuba, yeah. He was like, there's a guy called Father Hubert. He's making a trip to Jamuba. He must not complete his journey, I think was the wording. So we kind
Father
of...
Hubert must not survive his trip to Jamuba.
There you go. Father Hubert must not survive his trip to Jamuba. So we, not knowing where Father Hubert was coming from or who he was, our only lead was to go to Jamuba. So before we left, John headed down to see Nightingale, gave us some of the silver that we'd looted from the ships to pay off some of the debt. And then after that, the crew set sail for Jamuba, which was an island on the east side of the Outer Ring. We got there to find a very limited White Prince presence, and we headed to the tavern to get the lay of the land, see if we can't find out who Father Hubert was. And while we were there was a group of youths causing trouble in the tavern, bickering and cursing the White Prince and how he was a bad guy and maybe they should try and overthrow him and there's not that many guards on the island. And we kind of took this opportunity to get involved. We got the bartender to lock the bar up and have a bit of a lock-in with us, and we started trying to encourage them to dissent against the White Prince. But things got a little bit out of hand. There were some misunderstandings, and then Nilrim, in all his minimal wisdom, killed one of the youths, thereby turning them completely against us, outing us as the Crimson Fist. What did he say? He had a small dick or something, right? If that helps you justify it.
Yeah, you
Nilram
did.
was showing
Yeah.
off his impressive magic of bringing an entire ship into the bottle,
Right.
and they
Yes.
didn't understand, and they just made fun of him for his tiny ship that he was the, captain of, or leader of, or worked on.
Yeah.
And I will say we rolled for dick size, and those small dick comments were unjustified. So honestly,
Should've went to
Yeah.
Captain
honestly,
Winners,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
It hit harder, yeah. So after that, I followed them out of the bar in secret and observed them talking to other members of the town, saying who we were, talking about maybe trying to kill us, speaking to some of the guards, which was interesting. I then followed one of the guards back to the keep, and after a bit of messing around, killed him just outside the keep in a surprise attack, and then met up with the rest of the crew, and we decided, you know what? Fuck these guys. Hubert will be here in a couple of days. Let's deal with the guards now, loot the keep, and then when Hubert turns up, we'll deal with him too. So that's
Hell
kind of where
yeah.
we ended up, just outside the doors to the keep, having stepped over the corpse of the man I already killed, ready to bust down the door and crack some skulls.
And this is why it's my favorite campaign. We're not afraid to get our hands fucking a little dirty, you know?
Your
Doom
hands are
Destroyer.
already
That's one way
dirty.
to put it. Yeah.
Doom Destroyer, we're pussyfooting around. This campaign, we got the guts to do what it takes.
There are no moral obligations in this campaign.
Well, to further set the stage, it is night. It is late in the night. Some might say in the early hours of the morning. One of the heavy guards from the keep is dead. The party is gathered at the base of the hill. in the
Sorry, just
night.
before we carry on, would you say that's a 5 or a 10% recap?
Oh, for recap? No, thank
I don't
you.
think
You
we've
can
been
give
giving
five.
experience for recaps, just for pirate
Okay.
facts.
Right, okay, sorry, just carry on
Well,
then.
just try.
This is the only reason he did it.
Appreciate the effort.
Absolutely.
You're at the base of the hill at the back of the town, looking up the winding path that ascends to its crest, where there is a 8-story tower, 9 including the rooftop. It's a square tower about this size and these dimensions. You can see that there are like small windows on either side of the front door. From your earlier positioning in towns, you can see that there are windows along the sides and this big like bulging thing out back. At the front gate, at the front of the tower, there's a big, heavy, double set door there. And this whole thing is raised up on a hill that's maybe 60 feet higher than the ground of the town around it.
All right, I turn to the crew and say, all right, you guys ready? And I will, I take a step forward towards the door. I clear my throat and I start banging frantically on the door. Hey, help, get out here, someone's killed one of the guards.
While he does that, can I cast Bless on the party?
Yes, but we're not quite at the top of the hill yet.
Oh.
You're at the base of the hill. So you guys all just ascend together in one group to the top. I want to make sure that we're all in, appropriate
Well, no,
positions
no.
amongst each other.
I would say so.
Is the
Yeah,
captain
I think
at the top of the hill and
probably-
everyone else is at the bottom?
Yeah.
I think probably the captain should go first, and then we're gonna follow. Can you set the stage for how the hill works? Is there
Yeah.
like one road leading up to like a big tower? Or...
Yeah, it's a 60-foot hill, and there's like a little path that winds back up and back and forth. The incline is maybe 20 degrees, so the path itself is like 300 feet or so. It takes a full round, maybe 2 rounds to climb the hill because you got to go uphill the whole way along the path. If you wanted to maybe not go along the path, we can make some strength checks to see if you could do it faster or something like that.
Okay,
and
so,
there's not much
Let's all
there.
move at like
It's
a frantic pace, I guess.
just the tower. The path.
Let's move at like a frantic pace, like we're worried about it,
Yeah, okay, sure.
because we're gonna set this. Yeah.
The whole party together is going to go up the hill then.
Yeah.
Right. Up the hill you go. You can see lights on in the tower. Lights coming out of the ground floor, lights coming out of the 3rd and 4th floors. And you can see some like lights dimming on the 5th floor and then lightning on the 6th, letting you know that there's someone moving around in the tower with a lantern or a torch or a candle or something, helping to illuminate the area. party together arrives at the base of the tower, just around the time that a torch springs to light at the very top of it. Now, from your position way down at the base of the tower, you can kind of see things lighten. You can't really see what's happening way at the top on the 9th floor. All together at the base now.
He's gonna pour something on us. I bang on the door like I just did, help. And after that, I'll look up to the light and I'll say, hey, we need your help.
A stern voice calls from the inside. Who goes there?
My name's Captain Waterford, a traveler. Somebody's been murdered in the town, a god.
We've been alerted. Please hold your positions.
Norm will step back a few feet.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like say quietly to the group, is this a signal to call for help from passing ships? I don't know.
It's just a
Is that
lantern,
what,
right?
is that what they do? They light fires on top of towers to do that here?
Perhaps a lighthouse. I'm not sure that the ship would see that.
From
Yeah, I think
the
it's
top of the tower, a beacon lantern blazes out and shines down onto the lot of you from well above. You look up, you can't really see who's doing it, just the blinding white spotlight of someone way up in the air shining a light down on you. And
He's
from-
not got a good view of us. I like put my head down.
From the inside, you can see that these little windows right here darken for a moment and then lighten again. And the stern voice from the inside calls out, "Which ship in the harbor is yours?"
The merchant's one. I say as I reach. I'm gonna start fiddling around with my lockpicks.
There's no reply from the other side.
Shake my head. Useless, these guards. I'll start trying to pick the lock on the door.
Yeah. What is your lockpick chance?
I have knock as well.
Oh, if you got knocked, then fucking let's just go.
Yeah, normal.
Cast it.
Just cast knock.
Alright, so as he's about to cast knock, I'll say, alright, well, we gave you a chance. Ready your arms. And then hopefully the door bursts open.
I'd like to get
So,
a blessing too.
The knock spell
Archie
opens...
will ready his arms.
opens stuffed, barred, locked, held, or wizard locked doors. It opens secret doors, locked or tricked opening boxes, chests, blah, 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 blah. And it does 2 per casting. So knock in this case will not only unlock the door, but it will also unbar the door. And that is what is happening here. We've got this set of double doors that would open, both of them out towards you, and you can hear the lock untangle itself, and then a whole bunch of cursing from the other side as the bar like bounces up and off and begins to tumble to the ground. The whole party is blessed right now.
And Archie goes in the door.
Yep, he does.
Let me mark you all as blessed so we don't forget.
Yes.
And Archie, you push open the door. Or attempt to in this situation. I want you to give me your very best strength check to open
Absolutely.
the door. Because there
No
are
problem.
other people on the other side of this door that are actively trying to hold it closed.
Are the other people clones of Archie B. Alder?
They
I
are
don't think
not
so.
clones of
So I
Archie.
think I'm gonna open this door just like that.
It's a pretty good
Not
check.
bad.
Not bad.
Let me see what their combined strength is effectively against you, Archie. It is not as good as I was hoping. Oh no, that's actually not bad at all. That's quite nice. Max press, okay. So they've got a pretty good chance of holding this door against you.
I'm blessed.
Give him a +1.
Probably a +1, yeah.
No, it's +1 to
Some
hit and
saves.
AC, and saves, but not strength checks.
Oh,
Yeah.
checks.
So the
Cringe.
group on the other side attempts to hold the door, but Archie, being the ridiculous powerhouse that he is, throws the doors open.
He's so overpowered, dude.
We're just gonna move the door out of the way, and we will reveal what is here. The door throws itself open, and the lot of guards sort of get pushed back by the force of it, revealing 6 heavy guards, a knight, and a cleric, all on the inside, which immediately all begin, shouting. Now, the doors are split open, and you can immediately see that some of these guards are going to try and just, shove the doors back shut on their turn. So we're going to need initiative across the whole board.
Do you
show
have
us?
what I think you have?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
A fat fucking cock? Hell yeah, he does.
Okay. I'm sorry, Koibu, but I'd like to just this one time get a good lightning bolt in one of your campaigns. Okay, that's a good initiative too.
Okay.
Cool.
Can you believe they're rolling d20 plus 21? They still couldn't roll a 27 or higher.
There shouldn't be a tiger on the initiative, right?
Yeah, there's no tiger.
Just checking it.
We have.
I'm just deciding on a spell. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
And we will split the guards into 2 groups for simplicity's sake. And do that group and that group. And this guy will go here. All right, Archie.
Literal white knight.
Oh my god. You guys all got such good initiatives here. Archie throws open the doors. The soldiers stumble back from the force of the blow. And Archie, what are you doing?
I'm fucking punching the guy who's closest to me.
All right. Step forward. The guard has a spear
No
out.
one goes at the same time. I don't know if we want to do that as well because I'm not going to be trying to hit Archie with it.
Well, it's going to be a mess. It's a small chamber. You're casting lightning bolt. Just take you guys in order, but it's going to be messy. Archie, do what you do, my friend, my enemy. Oh my god.
He's just too broken, man.
His head's falling off this guy.
All right, roll me the
Oh my god.
12 points of damage as you push right past this guard's shield, crack him in the face. His helmet goes flying. His jaw makes this sound. His eyes well with water. Immediately, your left hand
All right, that's not that good.
rounds by him, gets caught by his spear, and just narrowly misses the rest of his face.
I'm blessed.
+1 to hit is still not going to do it as Nilrum's spell goes off. Lightning crackles, thunder rolls. Your mouths have that nasty taste of copper as your hair stands on end, and the lightning bolt, I'm imagining, is just going to bounce around the inside of this building.
It's gonna fuck them up.
Archie, you're also going to have to make me a saving throw versus spell, as are all of these soldiers.
Nice.
For guards, we'll go. These ones are heavy.
Quick question: does this get any negatives to saves due to the fact of it's literally going to bounce multiple times in the room?
They should technically roll the save every time it hits them.
They don't take multiple
Wait, that's
damages.
spell.
They just get
They don't take
increasingly
multiple damages.
shittier saves.
Yeah, it's like more chance to fail, right? Basically.
It's like super disadvantage then. This is like the most disgusting spell for close quarters ever.
Yeah, and you were doing a 40-foot
It's gonna
long,
be-
10-foot wide, or 80-foot long, 5-foot wide?
Well, it's 40 yards plus 10 yards per level. I'm trying to.
That's the range at which point the bolt starts.
80-foot long stroke has begun at a range of 40 feet. I mean, probably 10 feet wide. 40-foot long? Yeah, however.
That way it'll definitely hit everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he
Multiple
can start the lightning bolt after Archie, but admittedly, it might still hit him bouncing around.
I think the bouncing around it will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do like a bound. Yeah, it's gonna bounce all over the place. It's gonna come up here. It's gonna bounce there. It's gonna bounce here. It's gonna bounce there. It's just...
Yeah, and it's 10 foot wide as well, so it's like, you know, it's most of the size of the room on its own.
Yeah.
Can we just say if we take full damage?
Well, I'm gonna roll some saves.
Okay.
This guy gets 1. Oh wow, this guy passed. How much damage did you do? 14.
Yep.
This guy's gonna survive. It's your lucky day.
No shot.
This is the guy that Archie just hit. Doesn't matter if he succeeds or not. He's dead. The one behind will get 2 saves.
Here you got a 20.
Get a second one. First one passed, second one passed. Okay, so this guy's gonna fail his in the end and take the full 14. Next guard will get 2 saves. Doesn't pass either of them. Takes the 14 and dies. Ripped apart by a bolt of lightning. And the last 2 will each get 1 save. Both failing. Ugh. Another one bites the dust immediately. The last one will live. Our knight will 1, 2, 3. Yeah, our knight gets 2 saves as well. No good. We'll take the full 14, and our cleric at the end will get 1 shot. And will fail as well, and just immediately go down unconscious right away.
Right.
As
Nice.
the whole room blows up. Archie, give me a saving throw versus spell, or take. Oh, you
He
did
passed
already.
already.
Okay, excellent. Take 7 points of damage, Mr. Archie. And that brings us
Jesus
to Captain
Christ.
John Winters.
I take it in. I was going to delay my initiative till after Nilrim, so I think I am watching the destruction of the lightning bolt here. I don't want to get killed by that knight, but I can't leave Archie to fight on his own, so I'm going to try and sneak next to him here if Archie can move over a bit, and I'll attack this guy on the right.
I think it's not too difficult to reposition yourselves. The room is big enough for the 2 of you to get in, and now with all these people dead and the hair standing on end, the deafening shock of the lightning bolt near you, you can make your way in, right up to that soldier.
With my rapier, he's 10, so he gets a shield. And with my dagger,
Death saving throw?
death saving throw.
Yeah, give me a saving throw versus death. Let's see.
Oof, almost.
Ooh. I think that you come on in and you stumble over one of these corpses that, like, this guy right here ends up falling into you from the lightning bolt strike as you walk into the room. And there's just like a tangle as his spear gets caught between your legs and you trip and you fall prone in this space.
Sleepy Winter striking again. He's on the
Yeah,
ground.
that's it. About to get executed by this fucking knight, probably.
This guard here was originally supposed to be
John's gonna
slamming
die again.
slamming the door shut. But now there's no way. There's so many dead, and this guy's in the room, and so he
Actually,
will...
wait, sorry, that is a good point. I probably can't attack that guy, right? Because the door's probably in the way.
I mean, if it wasn't going to be him, it'd be one of these other people, right?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, I would have attacked someone, but...
Yeah. So I think you stumble on the way in. So this guard...
Oh wait, does he pass? Because he has a +1 to his.
Oh yeah, my save. The bless would work on the death save.
It's kind of up to you there if it does.
No, because this
I don't
is
think- I
this
don't
is
think it
not
is
a
up to him.
normal. These are not like you're not being affected by a thing. This is you rolled a natural 1, so we're like just instituting a funsies rule to see if anything
Okay.
malicious happens.
But I'm still blessed. Would that not? I mean, it's still a saving throw. It's fine if you don't want to save, but I feel like it should. But whatever.
I mean, they do improve as you go up with level. Nah, it's fine. We'll leave it at this. More chaos, more fun, right? More chaos, more fun. So with you prone on the ground and the door sort of between you guys, this person will back up the staircase right away. And that's the only person from that group that's still alive. The acolyte is dead. The white knight is in it. He is in it. He calls for, throw them out! Get them out of here! And he's going to attempt to body check Archie out of the building.
What a redundant thing to say.
Really? I thought they were staying for tea.
All right, Archie, give me an opposed strength check as this knight shows up with his heavy shield and tries to just shoulder you out of the room. He gets a 27, and you slip in the blood of the others and just get like slammed out as he
Fuck.
shield rushes you, I suppose is the rule. Rush, if so, it's minor. I think so.
He should still make a roll to hit now.
Yeah, he absolutely should have made a roll to hit. You're right. It would be
At minus 4, probably. If he's not, unless he's not attacking with his axe, in which case.
No,
it's
no,
not
he's
minus
just
4.
pushing with the shield. Yeah.
Okay.
1d20 plus 4, and all he has to do is hit your natural AC 10.
Oh, that's a
I don't
miss.
think he does because of the magic.
Because of the high dex?
Nope.
The
Well, he has
the
an
bless.
armor spell.
Oh, no. The same thing that tangles up Nick tangles up the knight. I am sorry, Archie. You are still in the room. He tries to get his shield against you in a way to really push you out, and you can feel it like beginning to hit you and slide against or push you out of the way until it slides to the side and he comes to a dead stop,
Yeah. Get
bringing
owned.
Sail into the fold.
Yes, I am casting hesitation. Just on all enemy players generally.
Excellent.
So I think they roll a save or they get +4 initiative.
All right.
Huh.
It's 2 to 8 hit dice in monsters. I don't know how that's calculated.
2d8 hit dice or 2 to 8? Okay, so roll me 2d4 for how many hit dice you affect. 5. Okay, so you will effectively hesitate these 2 guardsmen, I believe. Yeah, one of them, apparently, will be hesitated. And his turn would go right now. I guess there's no one for him to go later then still. So this guard will do the same thing as the knight. And actually both of them will. This one will, on the side, will push on the door. And this other one will come to the door. And they will use both their strengths together to try and just like shut the door. Ooh, no, one of them has to drag a body out of the way to move the door. So this guy will drag this corpse out. And this guy will try to use the door to push Archie. Now, the door doesn't require an attack roll because it just closes in place. So give me an opposed strength check against this one guard. Archie! Oh, he does it. He's got a good roll. Archie could botch it again.
Not a chance, Koibu.
Good one, Neil. Almost.
Not against Archie B. Alder.
Just don't refresh your page. You're on the god feed.
Well, anyone got second attacks? I don't think so. Initiative
Nope.
time.
Oh my god, dude.
He could have won. Oh my word.
He did get a 1.
Alright, it's gonna go here. Guardian is going to go here, but they're hesitated. It's a delay of 4?
Delay 4.
Okay, so this will be 16. And that is it. Archie, still first. The captain is splayed out on the ground before you. There's a knight in front of you trying to get the shield on you as a door is also shutting on you. Multiple people all together
Fuck.
trying to push you out of the way.
Okay. So the door's like being pushed against me still.
Mm-hmm. But
Can
only
I take an
the left
action?
half of the door, right? Because it's a set of double doors.
Yeah, can I take an action to try to shove everyone back with the door?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Give
How
me
would
that
I do that?
opposed strength check.
Got it.
And they will be rolling
Fuck.
at d20 plus 13. Their combined strength.
Ooh,
and they will
shit.
hold it.
Yeah.
You didn't fail, so I'm not going to say you lose ground. But
Okay.
as you try to resist the door being shut on you, it's not going anywhere. They're
Yeah.
holding it good. Nilrum.
Nilrum shoots a magic missile, 3 of them at the White Knight for 8.
Ooh, you were getting wrecked on those damage rolls today.
Yeah, bad rolls.
Knight takes a bunch of damage. Sail.
Yeah, I was hoping that Archie would push the door back, and then I'd be able to charge in and get an attack. But since I can't, can I kind of like, now that I don't have that opportunity, can I instead get behind Archie and shove him forward, basically, with him?
Yes. You want to like help shove the door with Archie.
Yeah, because I can't get an attack in, so I'm like, all right, well, my intention is round.
Yeah. Let's do it. Give me. What is We'll just give you guys another combined strength check. What is your
15?
strength? Is 15. So you've got 170 max press plus Archie's 220 max press is a combined of 390. So one of you will make a d20 plus. Sail will make a d20 plus. Equivalent strength of 390 is 18. So d20 plus 18 versus their.
So I already rolled, so I got a 25, I think, if you just add 3 to my roll.
Yeah. Then. 85. Dash 18. Interesting. 1d20 plus 18. Where did that go? 36. Yes. You come up and also shove on the door, and they hold it fast. Not bending, not breaking. Holding stern. The White Knight is gonna push with the other guard. Well, fuck that shit. He gives up the door holding position that he was on for the rest of this round and is going to come over here and just stab the shit out of Nick. He takes Zax, he brings it up in the air, and he gets a +4 on this. That's scimitar, actually. +4 on this attack as he brings it down onto the back of the captain with an 18.
Doesn't actually. Oh, that might.
I think that'll do it. You're muted.
Wait. I try and block it with my free block, right? It's gonna work this time, trust.
While you're prone? Not good enough.
It's
Yeah.
not good enough, but
Yeah. The scimitar comes down on you.
it does d6 plus 7. Okay.
5 points of damage to you as he slashes up your backside.
Ow.
And it becomes your turn, Captain.
Is Scimitar really D8?
It's
Yes.
d6, isn't it?
There are
Pretty sure
a
it's
lot of
lower.
He has a D8 weapon. We can
It's an
call it an
extra
axe
sharp
or a
scimitar.
scimitar or a
Oh,
whatever
true,
we
that's
want.
fine, yeah.
I just
No,
picked a
that's
D8 weapon and flavored it.
So having tried to block it with his dagger, but then the sword rails and cuts across his arm. John's eyes narrow and he says, "You're gonna regret that." As I scoot backwards and try and get to my feet, ready to kill this guy. Can I just get to my feet?
Getting to your feet without provoking your attack of opportunity will use all of your movement.
Is that right, Neil? Have we done that before?
I think it is.
I think that is the way we should do it.
Okay, what I will do is I will give up my dagger attack to do a second block as I take the attack of opportunity. So go on, take your attack of opportunity. I get to my feet.
Okay.
Natural 20. Come on.
18.
Oh,
That's not what you
Natural
want.
20. So you do succeed on the block, but not with a lower roll than they do.
yeah. So it still
and
hits.
So it will still hit you. Yes. And he'll slice you for 7. Right.
Yeah. What's wrong with this character? Then I attack him and get it too, probably.
Oh, you're your own worst enemy, John. You get up. He slashes you across the face. And you attack with the rapier, and it just,
It
know,
actually is a 2. Yeah.
it goes nowhere. Nowhere at all. The guards are delayed, and together they will heave, ho, and try and shut the left side of the door. Sail and and Archie, one of you roll me your d20 plus 18. They will roll a 1d20 plus 17 because they are weaker without the knight.
Archie, you can roll this.
23. Not a great roll. 22. Heave-ho!
It's a save technically, so they get. Well,
It's a
strength
check.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One side of the door is shut, with the 2 guards back on it. As you hear the knight calling out up the staircase, "Help!
Oh, this is really
reinforcements!
bad.
Help!" And I do believe.
Why don't we just go inside? Why do we care?
Second
about the
attacks. Second attacks. No second attacks.
I
have
wait, no,
five.
He
I
has
get
a-
one next round, right?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, you were
No, he
doing
didn't.
door shenanigans.
You didn't
so-
attack.
Yeah.
I've
So-
got a
so
So why don't
second
we just
attack.
walk
though.
inside? Yes, you
Okay.
do.
Go for it, Nick. It's your
Um,
turn.
Which one's holding the door closed?
The 2
This
soldiers over here are both like they both worked to shut that door, while the other one is just like open.
But this guy's shield, is it not on his back?
No, it's on his shoulder. Or on his arm. He's using it. To
So it's
push.
still defending him. But is he like? Am I getting flank attack on him? Because he's technically like a step forward, right, pushing the door.
If you.
Yeah, he should be
yeah,
here technically.
If you
Okay,
want to
I'm
face
gonna
him like this, something like that, because they'll be like this, you can get a flank attack on him, but then you'll be facing him, and the knight will get flank attacks on you.
Well, if I beat him initiative, I can turn back around next turn, right? He's already gone this turn.
Well, so here's combat's a little bit of a weird thing because we're trying to simulate like a dynamic situation. So it's not like it's
Sure,
my
but am I
turn.
not
I can
kinda
turn,
like this,
make an
right?
attack, and like not give a flank by turning then back to
Okay,
a person.
but-
because it's
but
all
I'm
happening
actually-
sort of simultaneously. So if you're
I'm
engaging
actually like
with the
this,
person.
right?
Sure,
I'm
but then
kinda-
all he
I'm
has to
kinda
do
like
is
this,
take
and I
one
can
step
still-
to the side, and now he flanks you. What I'm saying is, if you want to turn and attack someone 90 degrees to a person who's fighting you, you're going to be giving up a flank as well. There's no way to like get to be flank to present your flank but not get a flank attack. You know, because combat attacks
Yes.
are made for like a whole what you do in the whole round, not just the exact moment that you're there.
I'm gonna attack him anyway. I don't care.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
16.
He has 17 AC. However, 2 of that AC comes from like fighting style training, which he does not get while holding a door. So the 16 lands,
Nice.
slips past the shield,
6
runs
damage.
into the body. Oh, almost slain,
Right.
but not quite. And we roll
Okay.
initiative. Right. Guardians.
Is blessed +1 damage?
No.
+1 to hit.
AC and saves and hit.
Wait, does it give AC too?
No.
Doesn't give AC, does
No,
it?
I'm lying.
Just
No,
saves into hit, I think.
Yeah.
But it might. Is it not damage as well? I'm just checking.
No, it's prayer that gives the damage. I think.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
prayer. Right. Yeah.
You'd think after so many years of playing we would know these rules, but
Well, no, really played a cleric. That's my excuse.
Nick's the guy at the shoe shop who's like, "Are you sure you don't have it in that size? Can you check in the back?"
Yeah.
Your turn, Pokemon.
did everyone?
Or well, sorry, your roll to initiative.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Door.
Are you punching? Are you?
I'm punching.
Yep, you're punching. All right,
It's
Archie.
actually only saving throws against fear.
Oh.
Am I
Well,
going
so-
first again?
You are going
Yeah.
first. The captain
This
is
door's
blocking the
closed.
doorway, and
Well, I just kind of
the
realized
other
that
half
I
of the
have nothing
door.
to punch.
Whoa.
Can I try to break the door open again as like part of my action?
Totally. You can try to
It would-
overcome these people and throw
Yeah.
the door open. That would be
I'll
your,
just
your
fucking
goal.
do it again.
Haven't we agreed in the past that we're allies? You can kind of just push past an ally.
In
So
a
he
tight
could just
situation
walk
like
inside.
this, you would inevitably be creating an opportunity attack by trying to squeeze in through there. There's no like if this back wall weren't here, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But you've got to get within like the captain's. You know, he's in the act of defending himself, and for him to squeeze up and let someone get past him lowers his defenses, and they get an opportunity attack against the captain.
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't I have like rotated this way? This guy isn't actively fighting, so I wouldn't take an opportunity attack from him.
You could have probably, yeah, but you didn't.
I will say, okay, if that's how we're doing it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I
So
think
Archie,
it would have made
thrown-
sense, you know.
You throwing open the door?
Yeah. Strength check, right?
Strength check. You can do it. Oh,
Baby, the door flies off of. It flies through the room, hitting every guard in its path,
The doors
the guy with
are
1 HP
flung
just
open.
died.
dealing
He's-
projectile damage to everything in its path. It's
I
like it's
will-
being launched by a crossbow, Koibu.
It throws open. The more injured guard falls to the ground, slamming his head against the back wall, stunned for a moment. The other one just stumbles against the wall, lets out a scream. Ah, the Crimson
Is that-
Fist! Ah!
Is that my third nat 20 this fucking fight?
Yeah.
He's gonna have
Jesus.
to take care of this. The doors
That's my
are
round, though,
open. You can move a little bit if you want, but yeah, that's your round.
Yeah, I'll move up
Nilrum.
a little bit.
Here you go. 3d4 plus 3 to White Knight.
Nice roll.
14 will do it. The magic missiles pierce through his armor. He stumbles. He falls. He bleeds to death on the ground. Bleh. Sail.
Morale?
On their turn, definitely.
Yes. Could I like squeeze through here because this guy's prone?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. Wait, squeeze through this.
Like, through,
There is a
through these two
door
guys.
right here. I didn't show it or call it out, but there's a door separating the front chamber from the back chamber.
Can I squeeze past my allies basically? And
Totally,
finish
yeah,
off this guard?
no problem.
All right. Yep. I'll do that. He's prone, so it's a plus.
+4 to hit. 14 is not quite gonna do it. At the last minute, he's able to bring his shield round and protect his face from your rapier. I'm sorry, these guys still have a 4 delay on their initiative. White Knight is dead, so they go at the same time as Captain Winters. Gone.
Okay. The battle is won, isn't it, really? I take a step back into this corner here. I hold out my rapier menacingly, and I say, throw down your arms if you want to live.
They drop their arms, put their hands up, and put themselves in a position of submission.
Fantastic.
Tie them up.
Well, we should still do this in combat rounds. One of those guards at the very early onset of combat had escaped up the.
Oh,
Up
is
the
he
tower.
gone? It's not there.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who? Fuck, who's the guy who overcame the strength check against Archie? It's two of them, right?
It was
It
the
was
two of
both
them
of them,
together.
Yeah, because Archie's kind of hurt in his like pride right now, so he's pretty angry at them. He kind of wants to kill them, but then also he's conflicted because like we agreed as a group that we would keep our promises, and John did
Yeah.
promise that if they threw down their weapons, we wouldn't kill them.
Well, I think I pretty quickly say to Archie, like, one of them escaped up the stairs. Go and get him. And I'll like point up the stairs.
Yeah,
to
I'll
Archie.
channel my rage into that and run up.
Chase that guy down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I'll pull out some rope and start tying up these two down here.
I will follow Archie upstairs.
I think Noah will follow as well, yeah?
Yeah, you guys do that. I'll
So, yeah.
I'll secure the loot. You guys go and kill the guy.
Me and Potato know about walking upstairs after last week's rest of him.
True.
All right. So Archie, Potato, and Nilrum all head upstairs. Let's go. Let's go. Do it this way. You quickly head up to the next floor, which is the mess hall. There's a kitchen here, there's tables, there's dining things. This little thing over here, those are two little shut doors that if you bump them open as you're walking through, you can see that it's like a little privy with little toilets in the back.
Neil, can you put me up there so I
Smell.
can save, please? Sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
And then as you go to the next staircase, is it Archie in the front?
I think so, yeah. It would
All right,
make sense.
Archie, I will bring you over here. The others, one more person can come up behind you and see, but everyone else is going to be stuck, like not quite able to see what's going on. You can come up the stairs to. Pulling you for a moment over here. To see
I
that there
think
is
you-
a guard standing there with a
I think you
spear
brought me.
leveled down. Did I bring you? Did you not want to go up?
Nope, sorry. Just kidding. I'm being dumb.
Okay, cool. There is a guard at the top of that staircase with a spear leveled in your direction, holding that high ground on the staircase with a readied action. If you want to go up to the stairs to meet him, you'll be provoking his readied action with a bonus of 1 to hit for high ground.
Archie's gonna fuck this guy up.
Yeah? All right. You walk on up. Our heavy guard here thrusts his spear in your direction. A 12.
Free block?
Free block is a success, but he misses, and the spear is easily parted to the side. And the two of you should roll initiative against each other just to see who gets off the first real attack.
Dude, it's insane today, man. Like,
It's just not even worth rolling dice. Yeah, he rolls a 1 as well, but you go ahead. You push the spear, you walk up, you crack him across the chest for how much damage? 8? Ugh. Oops, no. Not minus 88, just minus 8.
second attack.
Left hand.
Dude, I'm so
crunches
sorry,
him,
Koibu.
and he's dead. He's just dead. And you can move into the room. See that this looks like some sort of barracks. These are all double stacks. These are bunk beds everywhere. And then up to the next zone. Nilrum tagging along behind. Now, John, you're down on the ground floor as the rest of the party ascends these staircases.
I am.
You're tying
In my
up the
head, there's
prisoners?
only one guy left. So what I will do is close the doors behind me, put the bar over them after I've tied the two guys up, right?
Mhm.
Tie the two guys up, bar
We
the
own this
door,
bitch now.
and now I'm gonna loot this cleric and this knight here.
Just quick question. What did you have with which to tie them up? Do you have your backpack full of rope with you? What is your tie up gear?
I mean, I am assuming that I have my rope.
Do you
In
have
my
rope in
bag.
your bag?
Yeah,
It's on your sheet?
100 feet. Yeah,
It's a very piratey thing to have around.
Absolutely is. Just
Just
want to
kill
make
him.
sure it's on the character sheet.
and I got rope skill, so it would be stupid not to have rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quick and easy thing to tie up these disarmed people, and they are now just plopped in the corners. You go to loot the cleric, and you can see that this cleric has just put his clothes on. Like, he's got his armor, he's got his clothes, he's got his holy symbol, but, like, he doesn't have his money on him. He doesn't have any, like, special equipment or gear. His pockets have some lint in them, and there's, like, some, small trinket of what he was doing earlier in the day. There's, like, a set of dice in one of the pocket, but
Platinum dice?
no gear, no platinum dice, nothing of value.
It's holy symbol of a star, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a room key on him?
That's a great question. He would have keys to the. He would have a set of keys with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys on him. 5 keys.
Okay, I take his keys. I take his holy symbol. Writing that down.
Excellent.
Jamuba cleric keys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you mean
Uh,
in all this?
I would like to find this guy's room, but I'm gonna loot the knight first. Does he have any money on him or anything?
Knight is the same way. Recently dressed, has battle gear, but no wealth, no trinkets of normal daily life. Nothing other than his gear.
Nothing about his gear looks particularly fancy.
It's all well made.
What's his
you know.
is it plate mail?
He's got a breastplate on with a shield and a melee weapon.
Yeah, the breastplate's worth having.
Breastplate is
worth
heavy and
500
expensive.
gold.
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave him here for now. Once I've tied up these two guys, I will, just before heading up the stairs, I'm going to come over here and take a little look at these two. What are they doing? Like move any weapons away from them, make sure that they're separated from each other. They can't use their teeth to help each other.
Well, they're tied up with the same length of rope, so they got to be fairly close to each other, right? Maybe 20 feet to tie up each person, another 10 feet for the hands, so 30. You've got, I guess, 40 feet of space that you could put between them if you wanted. Yeah, never mind. I take it all back. You can put them... Brant, tell me where you want them on the map, and I'll put
Well,
them
I
there.
just want them all not next to each other, you know?
Okay.
Like one in that corner and one in this corner should be fine.
All right, so something like this.
Yeah.
And then you kick all the weapons
Yeah.
to the other side of the room. Good. I
You
was
guys
about to have
really
them grab them.
should have just opened the door when we asked nicely. I say to them, don't try anything funny. I'll be right back. This door here, can I lock the door with one of the keys?
Yeah, you can fuss around with the keys looking for the right one and lock it. Chink.
I jingle it at the guards and give them a wink, and then whistling a haughty tune, we'll head up the stairs to find the rest of the party.
Right. We're going to head back to the rest of the party that is ascending the staircase now. You will head... Let's just drag the 3 of you. Oh, no. 3 of you will head over to this next room. More barracks. You'll head up another set of stairs that has like a fireplace in the middle of one of the hallways. And it's when you're coming up this next set of stairs, Archie, that you're going to run into more soldiers.
Oh.
This time, the situation you're running into is a pair of guards. They've dropped their bows. They don't need them right now. And they are facing you like that. So if you come up the stairs, there's 2 of them ready in a shield wall style defense. And it'll take 2 opportunity attacks to climb the stairs. And here's Sail coming behind you. And Nilrum, you're on the floor below, but you can kind of see up to what's going on.
They probably know that one of them was standing with their spear readied at the stairs on the floor below, right? And they heard him get immediately rushed down by this like creature that's currently invading their
Are they
fortress.
trembling, Koibu?
Can we get like a morale check or something for this?
They've seen the wounded guy come up the stairs shouting, "They're in the building!" And then, the sound of clatter down below. And then like, of a person 2 steps down, like echoing through. They're shaking in their boots.
Like this is
that
like a
means they've
horror
gotten
movie.
past the night. You've gotten past the night. You've gotten past their cleric. You've opened the doors. This is a horror movie. It is not a great morale check. They are quivering in their boots. They are afraid. What is the effect of a fear spell on combat? I think it's like -1 to hit and damage. I'm going to give them -1 to hit and damage for the shakiness in their spots.
They're scared.
They're very scared. You can see them trembling, still holding their ground because they're well-trained heavy guards of Astaire, god of order, but
I'm going to tell
dangerous thing.
Archie to wait a second, and I'm going to put my hand on him, if he'll wait,
Yep.
and I'm going to cast Enlarge.
Don't come any closer now. Don't do it.
Archie is now 50% larger.
We have the high ground. Oh my god.
I would like to cast light on Archie so that he looks like a radiant, like, giant.
The giant man who glows and it illuminates light. Second morale check comes and they just bolt up the stairs. They just turn and run. You can come on into this part of the building without any trouble.
Whew. All right, we follow him, right?
This is how you own an island, right? Can you just take the keep?
Yeah, sure.
This is ours now.
Oh, can I look out one of the windows back towards town? Are there people coming?
It is dark in town. You can see the lights of the people who have come out of their homes and are upset about the murders that have happened. And you can see those people walking around a section of town sort of milling in the area where Nilrum had cast the fake cloud kill. And people are coming out to inspect what's going on. They see the plants are not completely withered away. There's some movement, but no one seems to be organizing any sort of military response.
There's not a giant mob of torches and pitchforks coming.
There are not a giant mob. No way.
All right, then if Archie keeps going up, I follow him.
All right. Yep. He does.
Yeah, I just need to set some token HPs. Oh boy.
Neil's like, they wouldn't make it up here. Why do I need to do those tokens?
Well, I didn't think that you would be able to throw open the gate so easily. I thought there might be a whole siege situation. It was party.
Have you learned nothing from previous encounters?
I've learned nothing. Nothing at all. All right, you come up to the next chamber. More rooms. The next chamber, you actually can't get into these rooms. Those are all locked doors, but we don't really care right now. And finally, Archie, looking up this last staircase, you can see the night sky above.
Alright.
Further above is the
We're on the
outside,
roof,
the
huh?
very rooftop.
Okay.
And you go?
John, do you want to tell them to throw down their weapons so they don't get hurt?
You can wait for the captain to arrive. Captain, here's
Yeah.
here's some rooms for you to observe. So you can see
Oh.
the glory
Thank
of
you.
all the different parts of the
I'm
tower.
dead, man. An empty room. Another empty. Nice fireplace there.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time making this map. I really want you to appreciate it, especially because you're going through it
Take it
so
all
fucking
in.
quickly.
Ah.
Okay. Everyone
Ah.
together.
You get them all?
They're all on the roof, Captain.
Oh, there's more of them. Holy shit, Archie. Looking swole.
Thank you.
Um,
You should see
All right.
Michael.
what are we waiting for? I poke my head around into the corridor. Can I see the two guys at the top of the stairs?
No. Looking up that staircase, it just looks up into open sky and some, what are they called? Crenulations, the parapet parts of the fortress.
All right, you yally-bellied landlubbers. Me and me crews, we're coming upstairs now. If your weapons are on the floor, you might yet live. If not, prepare to have your skull smashed. And I give Archie the nod.
Could I Chaos Ward Archie right before he goes up? Sure, I'll do that.
Okay.
What does that
Think-
do?
It gives a chance for ranged attacks to bounce back to the attacker,
Nice.
and +1 AC.
I do
Someone being a little metagamey. Okay.
believe Bless has worn off on you. It only goes for 6 rounds. So you are Chaos Warded. Well. Okay. And up you come, Archie, to the rooftop, and it's a damn good thing you've got Chaos Ward, because as you poke your head up to the very top of the roof, there's a good line of soldiers, bowmen with arrows notched and drawn, and as you come up on out, they will
Shit.
all fire.
Can I use my free block on projectiles?
No.
Oh, come on. Yeah, absolutely. when he levels up, though, Neil, you should
Yeah,
let him do that.
eventually. We'll find a
Yeah.
way to get you the, like, catching the arrows.
Catch them and throw them.
Badass.
Yeah. I think that's like a... Actually, that is a level of unarmed specialization, probably. So here we go,
Did they
Archie.
actu- Did they leave their bows behind, or did they just like sling them over their shoulder?
Some of them never dropped their bows. The 2 that fought with spears left their bows behind and are now just spearmen up here.
Okay, so that's how I knew they had bows. Okay, it wasn't metagame.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks at you. Last one has +2 for back attack. But what does Chaos Ward do? Tell us.
Sure. No, I don't think I've actually cast this and then had someone ranged attack us. But it gives Archie +1 to AC. It's even more effective against ranged attacks aimed directly at the Chaos Warded target, so it's actually +2 AC against that.
AC.
This is the perfect spell for this moment.
In addition, there's a chance any missiles, attacks, or directed spells may be deflected. Shown below. Let me go get the table.
What book is it in?
Spells and magic. Let's see. 85% chance of no unusual effects. Subject games normal benefits of chaos ward. 86 to 95. Spell or attack automatically defeated. 96 to 99. Spell or attack ricochets, affecting a random creature within 30 feet. Normal attack roll or saving throw needs to be rolled for the random creature to be affected. And 100% is spell or attack reflected back at the originator. Normal attack rolls and saving throws apply. And you add the caster's level to the... Alright, so... Sail, will you roll me 6d100, please? And you are level 5?
Sail is level
Yes.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way to like sequentially roll +5s, or will I just roll 6 and we'll just add 5?
We'll just roll and we'll add. Yeah.
So what happens? He just wants a 5 or lower?
He wants the highest that he can get on these D100s, but
Oh.
none of them are going to come into effect here. So none of them ricochet back, but the +2 to AC will be clutch, because that brings his AC to 20. So that means all of these attacks, even with flanking bonuses or back attack bonuses, are all going to fail and miss Archie as they swerve in the air around him. Archie gets to the top, the bows go off, the knight gives his cry, and immediately the 3 foremost guardsmen step forward with their readied attacks, as was the plan, and will try to strike at you, Archie.
I'll just free block the first one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. First one is definitely a miss.
Oh.
The second one, though, will pierce. You will not crit, though. It doesn't clear by... Well, he does have 1 for flank as you're coming up and over. Now you're probably turned by then. I don't think you get a flank. They get a flank on you.
It's 19 AC anyway, because of the Chaos Sword.
Yeah, and they've got to wait for the arrows to fly, so by then you definitely could have faced them. So just a regular hit from the one Guardian. For 2 points of damage.
He has 4 left on his armor, by the way.
Points. Sail, you're kind of coming up behind him.
Then no room.
And let's roll initiative.
Can no room come up too or no?
No. I mean, here. Why don't you just see anyway, just for funsies?
Well,
think
I
there's
just
much
want
of
to know
a-
if I can.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
How much can I see, like, in character here?
Nothing.
Because
Nothing. That's kind of why I was going to leave you guys behind, but it's more fun to see what's going on. You could only see up and out here. So you can see, like, the arrows whizzing past Archie. You can see the spear thrust coming over him, but you can't see any of the peeps.
I can't believe everyone on this fucking map attacked Archie and he took 2 damage.
No.
He's a monster. He's just built different.
All right.
It's built different for sure.
Initiatives.
I gotta call it to Archie. Archie, what do you see? And
So sorry.
what do you see? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Oh yeah.
Man.
I see 5 shields, 5 bows, and a knight.
I don't know if we could take that, but I think they're stranded up there.
It's
Good
true.
choice. We must kill them.
No room will yell out. Lay down your arms, or a magical half-giant friend here will kill you. Everyone else has died to him. This is your only option and your only chance.
Your voice
I
comes
already
from
told them
below.
to surrender.
They hear. Guardians.
Archie goes first.
Archie, once again, you are first. You've thrown
He has
off the
50%
readied actions.
extra damage.
I'll
on the
I'll
first
just
pass.
attack the guy who's the closest to me, the guy who's damaged.
Yeah. Giant Archie
6 damage?
throws his fists
Well,
around. +1, but it kills him
Plus
anyway.
1.
Yeah. He immediately drops to
And-
the ground as his head caves in.
Guy next to him,
Smash.
5
Uh,
damage.
For 6.
6? Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Captain Winters, you're still down here with Nilram at the back of the party. There's really no room to go up because Sail's after them. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Is there any these windows? Are any of them big enough to climb out of?
None of them are big enough to climb out of. No way.
Yeah. Was there any windows that were big enough to climb out of as I was
Nope. It is fortress-style windows. Cannot be entered or exited.
Yeah, so fuck.
I'll call back. Archie, come down. We have all of the food down here. They'll literally starve.
Yeah, and I'll shout out. Can't I just go outside and lightning the top?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
True.
You just keep them up there.
All right.
So, Captain John Winters, you're not doing anything? You're just chilling?
Yeah, I mean I'll delay and see what I think. If a space clears up, I might go up, but otherwise
Are we just?
So wait. Oh, yes, sir.
So am I just like rolling back down the stairs and then just like kind of guarding the stairs so nobody can go down?
Yeah.
I'll do
Maybe
that.
after they get their attack rolls in,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
6
sure.
archers shoot at you again.
Shooting into melee.
Um,
By the way, I mean usually we wouldn't do it, but there is
Yeah.
like so many guys there.
There are a lot of guys. Archie is quite a bit bigger. This guy's got a pretty good angle. The rest of them, not so much. All right, we'll give this one guy who actually has a semi-clear shot an attack roll and see how it goes. That will do it. He's got another one for flank, so that guy will actually land a shot on Archie. Wait, no, hold on. Roll me the D100 sale.
Let's go.
+5.
One high.
Okay.
Right, so the damage will land on Archie for 3. The other 5 are all still taking shots, but there is a good chance that they might shoot their allies. So I'm going to say natural 1 through 5s are attacks on their allies. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, one of them will target an ally with a new attack roll.
Two will? Oh, sorry, one will.
One will, yeah. Nah, it'll miss his back. The other ones, Archie, what's your AC? Is it greater than 18? It is. It's 19.
20 right now.
Yep.
It's 20.
19,
Was
alright.
it 20?
It's
Oh, right.
+2 against ranged attacks here.
Yeah, but it's
Jesus Christ.
20, okay.
That's
so then
so
it's not a
good.
crit. It's just another arrow will pierce you for 4. So you've taken 6
He no
this
longer
round.
has armor.
Does he have Chaos Ward still? Will I roll those?
Yes. Please roll all of those.
Nice.
97.
right?
That's 93. Those both have
74?
+5.
+5?
It's the
Yeah.
4th and the 5th for attack.
The 74 doesn't do anything. The 79 doesn't do anything. The 93 becomes a 98, which is spell or attack ricochets automatically affecting a creature within 30 feet. Roll for a random creature to be affected, which is, I will
It
say,
could
everyone on
theoretically hit me.
this map. Yeah.
Somehow
so,
it's gonna fucking come down the stairs and hit me, isn't it?
11, 12.
It's like in Archer when the one guy always gets shot no matter what.
Sale, roll me a d12 and do not roll a 12. A 12 is you.
Oh my.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Oh, I love it. And the same
Why
thing
can't Archie
for...
roll this?
No, the one that was a 97 will target its own archer. So here's the archer attack against you, Sale.
Oh my god.
13? I don't think it's enough.
Not with the armor.
Okay. Whew.
Did I still take 26 damage this? Sorry, did I still take 6 damage this turn?
See, it's
Took
the
Oh, yeah, 6. Yeah.
last 2 attacks that would have missed you. So 1, 2, 3. You do not take the 4. You just take the 2.
Nice.
Okay. All right. That was their turn. Sail, it's your turn. An arrow misses Archie, swerves, and comes down towards you. You dodge. It lands at Norm's feet.
I will shout out, fall back, Archie, and then I will, seeing like a barrage of arrows come at Archie, I will kind of fall back behind him.
Okay. You come on back down. The soldiers are gonna go. Oh, you're in this corner. See, they had another plan, but they're gonna just try and throw you over the edge. The knight encourages them to do it anyway. You know, it's high risk, high reward. You can toss the man off the 100-foot tower, and he's just dead. So that's what they're gonna do. This guy and this guy are gonna come together. The first one, he's a heavy guard. He's a well-trained elite soldier for the White Prince, and he's gonna lower himself with his shield and try to bash under your center of gravity, which now you're really tall is much easier. And this other guy's gonna come up behind him, and together with their pressure, they're gonna try and throw you over the ledge. Now, first, we need a successful attack roll just against your natural AC to contact you with the shield.
But we're really
And
trying to
that's
kill
not
him.
gonna work. It's not
Oh,
gonna
did we
happen.
roll for the ricochet arrow back at the archer?
Oh, we did not. Good call. The archer does not hit himself.
fine.
They try to get the shield to position under you, but you're a master brawler. You see what they're doing, and you can position yourself so that your center of mass is never in the right spot, and they can't quite get the leverage, and you can pound on their shields and keep them at bay. Which will leave these last two guys over here, who are just going to use the length and reach of their spears to stab over and make regular melee attacks against you. With a 11 and a 15 might land because you don't have your magic armor anymore.
But he has +1 from Chaos Ward. I don't know what his AC is.
Does Chaos Ward give melee attack?
It's 1 melee, 2 range, I think.
Okay,
Yep.
then his AC is 15, so it is a hit. The spear will land for D6 damage, 6 points of damage.
Wait, hang on. Shouldn't he still have armor if he didn't take that 4 damage?
Ooh, Boone.
True.
How much was the armor over killed
I
by?
think Milram said there was 4 armor left, and then he took
And then he took 6, but then he
2
actually only
and
took
4,
2.
but gave 4 back. So I
So
think
I took
it's
2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 points
yeah,
left on the
I took
armor.
off the 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Damn it! Oh, I almost
So
got
this
him.
spear does not hit me.
Sorry.
Does not hit
Yeah.
you. You don't take that 6 damage.
How much health are you on? I can't even see.
I'm on 24.
Oh,
35. He's got so
Sure.
much.
not even close. 7 of that
Yeah.
was done by Milram.
Yeah.
True.
And then Archie near the end of the round. Well, no, you can't move without taking attacks of opportunity. The other archers aren't going to try and make the second shots, but this guy who's got the one clear line on you will take a second shot. Sale, please roll me Chaos Ward. D100 plus 5. All
Nope.
right, it'll affect normally. And 14, even with 1 for flanking, is a 15 is a miss. And we can go to the next round of initiative.
The plan
What-
is Sail
how do
goes
I roll
outside,
initiative?
Archie is just holding the door, right?
How do I roll initiative to move?
Just a D plus 3 at plus 3.
Sorry, I don't know what that means.
Do you see in the upper left-hand corner a button that says initiative -3 when you click on your token? of
Not
Archie?
on your character sheet.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yes. So that's initiative 3 is moving, yeah?
Yeah, it's moving. Excellent. So you will indeed beat all of them, and you can withdraw down the staircase.
Yes.
And what, you're just gonna hold the top of the stairs?
I want to attempt doing like a sick dodge roll. Can I do that?
Yeah, give me a dex check.
Fuck!
He falls down the stairs
You
into Sail.
throw yourself down the stairs. Give me a saving throw versus death, not to take d6 falling damage as you tumble down the stairs.
That's fair.
This is how the armor spell dies, by the way.
Saving throw versus death?
Oh,
Do it.
sorry. Yes.
Do it.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. How did I do that?
On your character
Combat
sheet.
tab, saving throws. First one.
Yeah, got it.
It's a success.
Nice.
All right, you don't break anything. It's just embarrassing. You come down the stairs, and you can hear like a hooray coming from the people up top, followed by a shout from their leader knight to like, get yourself into shape. Now's not the time to celebrate. And the soldiers will not pursue you down, leaving the party on the 8th floor, all the guards and soldiers on the 9th floor. Sail getting ready for his ultimate spell, and the rest of us going to
We
a
have to go
break.
outside to do that, Sail. Oh, okay. Right there.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see you guys on the other
I
side of
know.
our break with some more Tides of Death. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party has retreated off the top deck for now, but there is a plan in motion, plan to be executed by Sail. What is it?
So I am going to attempt to start casting Call Lightning. Well, before I do that, I'm going to hand John a tub of, or Archie or John, whoever wants to take it, a healing salve that I have on me. In case.
Oh, I've got my own. I'm all right.
Yeah, if Archie needs it, I'll hand it to him. And I'll explain my plan. Basically, all right, listen up, guys. I'm gonna try to. I'm speaking quickly. I'm gonna try to cast lightning and kill them off from the top. Now, my question is to the DM is, can I do that from inside the tower?
You need to
says-
be outside. I think.
Okay, well, that archers are a problem then.
Let's full lightning spell. There must be a storm in the area. There's always a storm overhead. Not a problem. Caster is then able to call down lightning bolts, 1 per every 10 minutes. You don't need to call one immediately. Other actions, even spellcasting, can be performed, but you must remain stationary and concentrate for a full minute every time you call down a bolt of lightning. Then it has all this fancy damage. Any creature within 10 feet of the radius of the path or the point where it strikes suffers full damage unless they save. Yeah.
It can only be used outdoors. It does not function underground or underwater.
Right, because it does call lightning from the roof, from the sky down to the ground. But I think you need some sort of visual. Now, that said,
Can I
you're
channel it
in-
in the building and just walk out? And
yeah, if you're right here and you can see up the staircase, you could target like this spot right here, and it would hit everything within 10 feet of that spot. But if you want to target like the very center of the tower, I think you'd need to be like on the ground and a little bit of a way so you can actually have a good view of the tower, so then you can call it down on top of it. You might have to head off the hill and into town to get a clear view to strike the roof of the tower.
What's the range on your spell? Maybe you could like get out of archer range, in the woods or something.
oh, for sure, I think I could definitely do that. Depending on how theoretically I could just cast it at the center of the tower on the bottom floor, just outside, just be outside the door, cast it, and the bolt, assuming it comes straight from the clouds to the tower, it would just hit everything on top and not go any further.
That's assuming that the bolt comes directly down from the sky, but it's unlikely. Bolts of lightning rarely travel directly vertically. They often come in at strange angles and twist and turn. But I like your clever use of layering.
That's true. I guess I'm going to talk to the group and say, okay, where do I cast it? Do I cast it here? Do I go outside?
I'll escort you down, Sail. Find somewhere safe. I'll guard the door.
We can handle
Okay.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll go down.
So me and Sail will go down.
Down and down you go. All the way back. The room. At the very bottom. The 2 guards there are still tied up. The weapons are still on the other side of the room. They have not tried any funny business while you've been gone.
I just opened this door and poked my head in.
It's a bunch of storage back here. There's crates and boxes and barrels and sacks of stuff. There's some chests. There's this looks like the primary storage room for the keep.
Fantastic.
Good.
All right.
I'll turn to the captain and say, could we just set fire to the tower and everyone on top dies?
I don't know if this place will burn. It's stone.
Yeah, you put enough material on the second last floor.
Perhaps, but what's the point of your spell if we're just going to set a fire? You'll be all right.
I suppose. I'll open the door.
Using the key that the captain has, you guys can open the door and undo the bar and head on out, leaving the doors open or shut and locked behind you, whichever you want. Captain?
Well, I open the door and have a look. Does it look? Can I spot a good place for him to do it from? Is there tree cover or something a couple of 100 yards away?
Not really. It's sort of town in all directions.
Oh, okay. But there's houses he could hide behind, so the archers wouldn't be able to shoot him from the
Sure.
roof.
It's quite difficult to actually see any of the things out here. If the archers were looking off the side of the tower in the darkness, they would have a really hard time spotting you down there.
Yeah.
At the very least, they'd have like -3 to any attack rolls to begin with. That's if they can even find you. So as long as you can make sure that you have like lost line of sight, you should be able to get some cover behind a building and remain unseen.
Well, I'll say, Sail, you want me to come with you, or shall I guard the door?
I think I would need someone to keep people away from me because it takes a long time to
Right.
cast the spell.
I will. I cast the bar for the door off to the side, and we'll close the door behind me and lock it.
It locks behind you.
And then, all right, let's go.
Yep.
I will apply the healing salve once we stop moving as well, Neil.
Okay.
How fast does it work?
1 per minute.
Okay, so I'm putting all 9 on. So by the time his spell's finished, I'll be on 16. But
Back over here, tower. Nilrum and Archie. Where on this staircase are you, Archie? Because the spot that I have you here is equivalent to like being out in the open. So maybe here. You want to be at the base of the staircase? Where's your positioning?
We want to be. No one will probably ask Archie and place him somewhere. We want to be in a spot where they can't just easily like look down with bows and arrows and take pot shots.
Yeah. So like
Probably.
wherever the top ceiling before the staircase like ends, does that make sense?
Yeah, and I see
No, we're
what
probably
you want
gonna
that
stay here.
angle.
Yeah.
Archie could be like here, like peeking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good actually. Yeah, I like that.
Cool. So you guys are both cornered, looking out. If they can't really get a good angle on you if they want to shoot with bows, but if they come down the stairs, you'll be able to immediately intercept.
Normal to also tell Archie, since we're gonna have a little bit, we want to move some of this furniture in front of the staircase so they can't just like rush down. Does that make sense?
These doors are normally locked, but at this moment they happen to be unlocked since everyone was getting ready in a hurry. You can go into these rooms. This looks like the room for whoever's running the area, and this looks like a parlor set up for officers or nobles or people of importance. There's documents, there's some food, there's fireplace, there's a couple of books, there's a weapon rack with some swords and armor on them.
Fuck that. We grab the desk and we start barricading the front of this.
Right. You start barricading the walkway. Not a problem. Coming down from upstairs after a few minutes is a deep voice. You down there. It's not too late to lay down arms and turn yourself in.
I know you're not talking to us. You're probably talking to your men, right?
Astaire is a great and mighty god. He will grant mercy on those who fall in line.
Fuck Astaire. If you care about him, pray to him. Maybe he'll smite me down right now where I stand. He's not mighty enough.
Oh, by the gods. We'll have your head. We'll hang you for piracy. It'll be a long, slow, torturous death.
I'll say the name of the accountant that we have. I'll say so-and-so prayed to Astaire, and he didn't answer. Yeah. When we had Sharpay and his entire ship of your men, they all prayed to Astaire. He didn't answer. He'll do the same here.
Heretics! A lot of you. This is why your kind should be purged.
Then come do it.
Well, you do see the knight make an appearance at the top of the staircase. He saunters down a few steps.
I magic missile him.
All right. Yep. Open up with the magic missile.
13.
Great damage. It rips into him, and he immediately falls back up the staircase. Heresy! Traitors! Unregistered
Normal.
wizards. This is
Do a
and he
maniacal laugh.
gives a speech to his soldiers about the whole purpose of registering wizards and see what this sort of power can do when it falls into the hands of the unworthy, of those who do not believe in order, who do not believe in a civil society. These troublemakers. Greedy monsters, he calls you. But that's pretty much it. They don't come try and pop back down again. We're holding it out for up here for a while.
They will
So
when the lightning starts.
getting back to the rest of the party. Move into town.
We're gonna keep barricading, by the way.
Mhm. Keep piling stuff up. Yeah.
Yep.
You can get into town.
Yeah, well,
And you
we
can
take
see-
a quiet route. We want to avoid the mob.
There are enough lights in the tower that you can easily see the tower silhouetted at nighttime. And there are lanterns up on the top of the tower, making it sort of like a beacon in the night. A sign of civilization. Beacon of light in an otherwise darkened, scary world. Let's see if you run into anyone in town. No. The town has rolled a 1 on their courage to see what's happening, and it is empty and deserted in the streets. Describe to me the position the two of you take.
We're just probably looking for somewhat on the edge of town because we're just casting the spell now, and then we'll find like a firing position later.
Oh,
So we're just looking for somewhere secluded that I can stand still for 10 minutes and actually prepare the spell.
Yeah.
So somewhere on the edge of town, maybe where there's less people. Maybe a lot of the people at the edge of town have moved towards the center, so
Mhm.
we're like on the outskirts. That's where I would be going.
You find a section
fine,
of town
yeah.
that's got a mix of trees and buildings and looks a little bit less densely habitated. You don't see any lights on in any of the buildings here, but you find a spot with a clear view to the tower, well within range of your spell, and begin the chanting and the churning. It's a 10-minute casting time for Call Lightning. Is there anything special about the long spell casting time that you want to call out for us, Sale?
I think like water droplets start forming in the air around me and stuff like that. As like almost like anti-gravity as they're like electrocuting up or whatever, or what's the word? Magnetically being lifted.
Yeah, that sort of shimmering, lifting water.
And
Static
obviously the
pulls.
clouds will start like swirling more aggressively, like lightning's forming.
You can see little ripples in the distance illuminating the cloud cover overhead as low, gentle rolls of thunder come in from far, far away. And when it's finally done, you can call your first bolt of lightning. Right down onto the tower. Is there a particular spot you want to target? You want to do the very center, top side, the bottom side, a corner? What do you want?
I think I would just go for max damage and go like middle of the tower. I don't
Middle
think
of
we're
the
looking for
tower.
survivors.
Okay.
Center of the top floor, yeah. So that is, I gotta remember the
It's going to
rolls
be
here.
2d8 plus 1d8 per level.
78?
I think that is correct. Roll it. 28
That's not bad.
damage to all who fail their save. So anyone with less than 14 HP immediately dies. 20 minutes after they leave your position, you hear and feel the bolt of lightning, Nilrum and Archie, as it smashes into the ceiling above you, into the floor above you. And it,
Archie's
as
face will light up because he still thinks this is so fucking cool.
Yeah, Norm will scream out, Stairs smiting the heretics. It's a beautiful thing.
The noise of the lightning crash is deafening. And when it begins to fade, when your ears stop ringing from the blast, you can hear the moaning and groaning of the dead and the dying as... Well, these guys all passed pretty well. As the lightning bolt has just like obliterated the top of the keep. Little bits of dust and cracked rock fall down into your area below.
Holy shit, these guys got vaporized. Oh my god.
Jesus.
They're about to get another one.
And you can
Am
call
I
a lightning
doing two
bolts
for good
every
measure?
10 minutes. So how many would you like to call down?
We didn't discuss a signal. I guess I'll fire off two.
Is 2 enough?
I feel like 2's enough.
You got a lot of lightning bolts, right? You get 5 lightning bolts total?
5, yeah. I want to save a couple in the tank.
Okay, all right. Drop me another one.
It's a lot worse.
Another lightning bolt comes crashing. Well, wait, almost. The first one has come down, and there's a pause. There's 10 minutes between bolts. We know that we know that Sail is casting another. But after the first bolt comes down, and a few minutes pass, one soldier starts making their way down the staircase. Not standing.
Absolutely
This person,
barricaded.
spears to the side, shield is dropped on his belly. You see the hand over the top of the staircase as he pulls himself and then begins to, sort of slide down the stairs, crawling for the safety of indoors. There's a large barricade built up right here. What do the two of you do?
Nilrim, you're 18 int.
We just wait for the next 2 lightning bolts.
The ceiling's cracking and shit.
Crawls partway down and gets to the barricade and can't go any further. This is still exposed to the sky, but at least there's some walls on either side of him to protect him from what might be above. A voice calls out from above. Ugh.
I'll ask him. How many are left up there? If you tell me correctly, I'll let you live.
I don't know. Everyone's down. I don't know. And another voice from above calls, Who are you people? Which god do you serve? Who must I curse on my way to hell?
Curse the Crimson Fist, scum.
Normal laugh. After this, I'm thinking of serving Ponos. I've been quite a fan of his since I was a young age. I didn't know why, but this brings me much joy. And Norm will walk over to the barricade. Is the guy still
It's
laying there?
stopped on the other side of the barricade with desks and tables and chairs piled up. There's small
Can I
little
reach through?
slots. You could reach through and touch him if you wanted.
I reach through with a dagger and stab him.
Roll to hit.
Okay, this is the bard's dagger. This is the dagger
You-
I stole from the bard that I murdered.
+4 because the guy's prone and not really defending himself. A 16 will
16?
do it. You can reach through the other side, gouge him in the neck, and his slow movements and gentle grunting will stop as blood pools on the staircase. And then a moment later, another lightning bolt crashes down on the top. By the time your ears stop ringing, you don't hear anything from up there. You're all covered in a fine layer of dust and concrete.
Nilrim knows that it takes about 10 minutes. I think we would have discussed this. So he'll tell Archie to start moving the barricades, and Nilrim will be counting because it's very important time. So
mean
Nilrim
in
starts
check?
counting the seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is what I'm best at.
you'll have the timing down just fine. On the other
We're gonna
side
go check it out. Yeah.
of town, you've called down
So-
2 lightning bolts on the castle.
I think I'm sat there, mouth agape, watching the destruction of the tower. And I say, after the second ball, I say, all right, Sailor, surely they're all dead after that. We should go back in just in case any of them went back down to fight.
We should, but we shouldn't waste a call lightning.
Ships in the harbor, true.
Why don't we let the town know who's in charge?
What are you proposing?
Property destruction? We don't have to kill people. I mean, there's boats in the harbor, people's houses. Say, give us prisoners, or we'll just hold up in the tower and continuously lightning bolt the entire town until it's a crater.
Not one for him to tell a man how to have his fun. Blow their ship up if you like. Be remiss to kill any children by blowing their house.
I'm just saying we could use this show of force to intimidate the town into working with us when Father Hubert gets here.
How long can you hold on to those things?
Another half hour. I think I can. I think I lose one every 10 minutes or something. I don't know exactly.
That's right.
Where you want to go now? What do you have in mind?
It's up to you. Do you think we should go back now, or should we go hit a boat, or should we?
Well, I struggle to see how any peasants are going to help us fight Hubert and his goons, but if it pleases you to assert your authority over these simple-minded fools, then who am I to stand in your way?
Well, we could do it tomorrow. Like, we're gonna be here a while. We got a
Yeah.
tower now, Captain. We got a castle on a hill.
Exactly. I mean, it'd be stupid to kill all of our peasants as newly endomed lords.
I like bow before the captain and say, "My lord."
Someone has to pay taxes, don't you know? Let's. I saw some chests back in there. I'm gonna go check that out. I've held my fingers long enough. But if you want to go and blow something up, just try not to kill any kids. Or you can come with me.
Oh, would I be able to? I wouldn't be able to reach the harbor from top of the tower, would I?
What is the max range of your spell?
360 yards.
The not quite.
It would
far enough,
make-
no.
I was gonna say it would make sense to have the tower within range for an Astaire cleric in case there are people coming on ship to like take over the town.
Look at the map of. No.
It seems like because the Astaire clerics are one of the only people with access to that spell.
Right. So the tower was built not at the very front of the town. It was built on land specifically to defend the town against the goblins on the other side that were coming in. But range to the harbor would be nice as well. Sometimes, though, you can't get an ideal situation. Let's roll for it and see if it's within range of the harbor. We need a... Yes, it is well within the range of the harbor. You're gazing at it. It looks like a ship, not even like at the docks, but still a little bit in the water would be well within range of this. You should be able to hit any ships coming in.
Yeah. Okay. So we can. Yeah, that's fine. Something to think about when we get back up there.
About
Something to
300
think about.
yards from the harbor. Port the dock.
So we will meander back to the tower. Quite the spell, that one. Rivals even Nilrim's lightning.
Rivals. It outstrips him.
Shut the
Indeed.
fuck up.
What does he do? Unlock doors? Ooh, I'm a wizard.
Archie's just like giddy with excitement, and he's like lifting sail up to the air, and he's like, he probably picked this up on like a boat where like everyone gets in a circle and they like all cheer for someone.
Oh wait, we have to clear the top first.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
you do that.
As the two of you...
Well, I want to
Go
loot
up
the
top.
shit on the ground floor, to be fair.
Well, no,
The two of
I know,
you
but we're
go to
going
the
in.
top up here.
No, I know you two can't. I'm saying that I'm not there. Oh, right. Sorry, you were talking about that. My mistake.
Bodies here are just in disarray everywhere. Everyone is dead, seemingly. The corpses are charred in some situations beyond recognition. This person in particular has had 2 direct blows to them and is more like chunks of viscera scattered over the top of the tower. The whole thing is blackened by the lightning bolt. You can see cracks running through the ground, weapons, gear, body parts strewn about.
This is the most
Is
metal
there,
thing I've ever heard.
Is there a bunch of blood everywhere? Niram will take the blood and he'll do like the symbol of Ponos, which looks like the maelstrom.
Mm-hmm. Big twirling spiral.
Yeah,
Photos.
he'll do that up top.
There's still tied up people downstairs, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Archie wants to drag up one of them and show them what happened.
Yeah. You'll get to them as John and Sale return. You'll be able to drag the prisoners all the way up with you and
Archie.
show them what you need.
They all dead?
They're all dead. I want to show them so that people know what the Crimson Fist did.
All right, these 2. Don't kill them. At least not tonight. I said they could live.
I think they should live so they can tell our story.
Indeed. They can
They should
help
have
us.
opened the door. They
Yeah.
should have just opened the door.
Yeah.
They can help us lay a trap for Hubert. Isn't that right, lads?
Yeah, Nilram will point out to the dock and he'll explain that it's actually in range. So the best thing we should do, just like the welcome we had, we should have the dock, the one guy out there in his full armor, just standing there like everything's normal. And when the ship gets within a decent amount of range, we should cast Call Lightning on.
Blow his ship the fuck up, yeah.
Now the thing is, will Father Hubert recognize the casting? Because he would be maybe familiar with some of these
Nilram will
combat spells.
shrug. You can't move a ship that quickly, probably.
Yeah, if the ship's anchored, if we start once the ship anchors, by the time he notices, it might be too late.
True, and then we could just blow up the ship and he can't leave, and then we hunt him down. Easy.
Yep.
I like it.
And our
The-
ship, Nilram will hold the bottle, is right here.
Alternatively, we could have Nilram set up behind the doors to the keep, have these two chaps, lead Hubert and his buddies open the door, and you can just blast them as soon as the door opens.
Anon.
But anyway,
Um,
first things first, I'm going to check this loot. Archie, do what you want with these prisoners, but don't kill them.
Yeah, I'll drag one of them up the stairs, show them what happened on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll point to like one of the like completely destroyed bodies, and I'll ask the guy that I'm holding, you know that guy?
Bob's his head up and down.
What was his name?
Ted. His name was Ted.
You guys good
Nilram
friends?
will kneel in the middle
Nods.
of the sphere.
Archie will just nod and drag him back down the stairs.
Nilram will do a quick prayer and say to Ponos that he hopes he enjoys his sacrifice.
Oh, as the I assume I'm on the roof as well, or am I nearby?
You can, man. It's fine.
I will look upon the destruction and whisper Rohi's name, assuming these two guys aren't on the roof as well.
Yeah, I think they've been dragged down by Archie.
So what's in the chest and that, and the barrels and all the stuff?
Well, you search the tower for loot. Down in the very bottom, there's a lot of gear like food, water, extra rope, tiles for the rooms, all the things that you need to just sort of like maintain the functioning of a keep. But in the very
Yeah.
back, you do find what is a locked box filled with what appears to be the wages for the people who work here, not yet
Marvelous.
distributed. And putting this together with the individual chests and the individual rooms up there, you can probably get all the wages that all these people would have had and not spent. It'll take a while to collect and count all the money, though.
Sure, that's fine. I'll do that. A couple of people saying the music's maybe a bit too loud now.
Anything happen with Nilram stuff? I just want to make sure that it didn't get skipped over.
The blood circle of Ponos.
And then kneeling in the middle and saying, "I hope you're happy with your sacrifice." Just checking.
Just thinking about that one. And this is around the same time that Sale is up there. And what did you say to Rohi, Sale?
Well,
Did you
yeah.
just call his attention, or did you have a prayer that went with it?
I was gonna ask, is he doing that with Nilram up there as well? Because no one would probably be able to hear the name. Because I want to get this. I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah, the two guards went downstairs with
Yeah.
Archie. And John's downstairs, but Nilram was drawing the spiral of blood. And Sale was... Do you...
I'm just calling his attention that I've murdered like clients of Astaire or followers
Got
of
it.
Astaire.
You bring his attention to the area, and a ripple of distant lightning will illuminate the land for a moment, followed much later by a gentle roll of thunder. And this is while Nilram is making his blood spiral. Do you
Nilram
go
would've
down after
kneeled in
that,
the
or do you
middle?
watch Nilram continue
sorry.
his blood spiral?
I would probably just like have a look around, see if there's like a nice sword or something, and then leave. I wouldn't be too interested.
The scimitar of the night was once nice, but it is now twisted beyond recognition by the lightning bolts that have hit it.
Yeah, I'll just leave.
So that is Nilrum alone on the rooftops with a bloody spiral. And tell me one more time the words that you summon him with, that you pray to Ponos with.
I hope that this is a worthy sacrifice, as he kneels down in the middle. And then I guess he'll wait a few seconds.
You wait a few seconds. Nothing seems
then
to change.
He will get up from his knee, give like a wicked smile as he looks around at all of the destruction that he himself caused. He knocked into the door. He shot the lightning bolt. He feels very happy with this. And he'll leave the blood spiral in a nice way and he'll walk down the stairs.
Come down the stairs. If there are any effects of this, they're not seen at this moment in time. Nick, you're looting
Yes.
the place.
I am. I refreshed my rope that I cut up
Mhm.
to tie the guys up as a
Sure.
immediate action.
Yeah, anything that you need to resupply on, you can resupply on rations, food, water, lantern oil, torches, bed sheets, yada yada yada.
I mean, we kind of need all of this stuff. I think when we leave, we take it all anyway.
You can pile together silver and copper and gold that you can find scattered throughout the keep here. You have all the keys to all the things, and you can come away with 50,000 silver. I'm just going to lump it into silver because some is in gold and some is in copper, but I don't, coin management is a bitch. So for simplicity's sake, we're going to call it 50,000 silver.
That's a lot of silver now.
Yeah. It is scattered. It's, there's a couple of large chests in that bottom room where most of the silver is packed, and then individual soldiers have their own personal supplies of what they have spent, have not spent, or what they have brought in from any other activities they might be doing. So it's scattered all over the place, and it weighs about
Pirating
1,000
business is
pounds
lucrative.
together.
Yeah, I will put it on the party sheet, but for now, we'll all remember that it's in chests in this tower. We'll have to drag it back to the boat. We've almost got 12,000 gold at this point, which is a lot. Lucrative business.
Pirating's good. Good money.
But I think we should sleep in this tower for now, right?
It's a good idea.
All the dead.
Sure.
Let's pile up all the dead bodies on the roof. Let's find a room that we can lock to leave these two tied up guys in. Probably separate them, one in one room, one in another. Someone stands watch, and I think we wait, and in the morning maybe go and speak to the townsfolk, see if we can't. Did we get a date on when Father Hubert was expected?
February 14th.
How many
I
days
don't
away
know.
is that?
About a month. You got here
Oh.
really early to
Damn.
get the lay of the land and sort of figure out what was going on.
We really
That's
rushed this.
really good, though, I think. Being here in this tower, we
Yeah.
can rule for a fucking month.
True.
Think of all the wealth we could gather just
Yeah.
in this tower before he gets here.
There's literally a person in the tower who can destroy your entire fucking existence if you
Yeah.
don't give us what we want.
This is we're like the
We're
Eye of
in the
Sauron.
perfect spot.
Holy shit. These poor people are so.
Yeah, it's I fit. Yeah,
But,
they're
hang on,
really
hang on.
fucked.
Is the goal here, lads? Are we trying to oppress these folk and wring them dry of their silver, or are we looking to create a bulwark against the White Prince?
I'm sure
After what we
Nolan's
did
just
down
like-
there, I'm pretty sure
Nolan's
they
just trying to
will.
line up people that all compliment him for his big cock. That's the only thing he's thinking about right now.
Captain, I'm gonna be honest. After what we did down there, what I did in the tavern.
One kid, Nilrim. People are
wasn't one
pragmatic.
kid. It was the
Well,
Uh,
let's not get it twisted
see.
here. It was incredibly stupid. And I'm starting to question the validity of letting you even in any negotiations at all.
I
After
said
last
that I'm gonna
performance.
take myself out.
I'm
the
gonna
next
I'm
two.
gonna I'm gonna hold on to Nilrim for
I'm
Yes,
gonna excuse
well,
myself from
discussions.
the next 2 negotiations.
The next time, Nilrim, I'll have Archie take you out because I
Yep.
feel like that's probably the safest option.
Yep.
I agree with you.
It
Well, for
it
now-
does. I will say it does signal a lot of weakness to our political potential allies / opponents if like half of the group is like, no, he can't be here. He's too. There's too much like discord in the group.
But what if we were to pay some of the silver back to the townsfolk, repay their taxes, get them on board?
Ooh.
I think
I
that's. a
like
good
it.
idea. Yeah.
Are we trying to build an ally or are we trying to kill Hubert?
Both.
Well, we're trying to kill Hubert, obviously. But if we could have them on side when it happens, and once it's over, then all the better, right? We could even take a few days here, rest and recover, send the word around town, hold court, perhaps.
We also need to
Maybe.
make sure no boats leave.
I agree.
That's true, yeah. We can do that in the
Did
morning.
have 3 extra call lightnings. Were you going to strike the boats in the harbor with them tonight, or are you going to leave them for now?
I think Nilrim would point that out and say that yeah, we want to strike those boats.
Well, if we destroy the boats of any fishermen or whatever that live on the island, then we are running into territory where we're unlikely to be able to get them back on side.
Also, if we destroy the boats, then when the whatever
Yeah.
Father Hubris or whatever comes,
He's gonna know.
immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Send 1 lightning bolt into the directly middle town square. It'll show that we have the force. We could put it where we want, and people will know that we mean business.
I'm not convinced these peasants are going to know the difference between a conjured lightning bolt and one that the gods send without their conduit requesting it.
Well, we could send a message to the town tonight. Let them know that no one leaves the island.
We can do that. Send someone down to the docks. I think we should, clean up in here, hold court or something. Maybe in the town hall. Have the villagers come and tell us about their problems, give them some silver, yada yada. Play the
I don't think we
benevolent
take-
lord.
I don't think we take anything from the island. I think any silver that we got in this form, and he'll kick the cash bucket, I guess. Let's give it to the island. I
A
think
lot of
them being
silver
an
in that
ally-
Nil room.
Should we hold like a feast, a party, perhaps?
Perhaps we might need to go out and buy food though.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait, this place is full of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. They won't be needing it.
Yeah.
I think making the people an ally of us is our best bet right now. And
I like it.
not being
Okay.
greedy with the silver is the way
Fine.
to do it.
But I am remiss about giving up all of it. Maybe we can take a fair finder's fee or something like that.
20% for us.
20%. I can live with that. Why don't we clean up in here, move any of the dead up to the roof, find some rooms for us, get these 2 locked down, sleep the rest of the night off. It's already late, and in the morning we can work about spreading word to the town.
Sounds good.
Or we'll nod and
Couple
say,
of-
I'll
go
look
clean
out the
up
window and
upstairs.
say, "It is morning, Captain."
And Noam will go and he'll go up to the roof. Alone, probably. But yeah.
Just a couple of quick logistical things. These 3 rooms here, they're not decorated, but these are 3 bedrooms, and all of them have locking doors, as well as this room over here locks as well. Those are the only 4 doors that lock inside, except for that very bottom floor where you've got the storage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
They
think we
didn't
can
have like a
lock
taxes
them.
room or anything? No taxes that they're taking from the village?
That was stored in this back room with the treasure, and it was in a locked box that needed a special key. Actually, they don't collect. Well, never mind, doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Neither here nor
Wait. So did we open that one or not? Or is there a
You've
box
opened
still
all the-
locked?
there. No, you've
We've
opened.
opened
That's where the gold was. The silver was.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the
So I-
good was.
Let's lock the soldiers in these 2 rooms that I put the red over, and then we can just
we
find
get-
our own rooms.
Can we get stat rolls for the soldiers? Well, I don't know if you want to do that, because I'm trying to see if they're worth us maybe investing in. So I think, like, either strength or intelligence rolls are interesting. because then we might want to bring them part of the crew, if that makes sense.
They both have 12 strength, and one of them has 11 int, and the other has 12 int.
Okay, fuck. Thank you.
So as you've put the bodies up there, you've drawn your blood spiral, you lock these prisoners in their rooms. It's late. It's really late. You can lock the front of the keep, throw the bar on it. Nilram will go to the roof to find a gentle rain coming down. The bodies stacked to the sides, the spiral of blood sort of washing away with the gentle rain that comes down. What do you do from the rooftop in the wee hours of the morning before the sun rises, Nilram?
Nilram's probably just gonna take the bodies and well, how many bodies are up there right now?
Well, you said you brought all the bodies, so 1, 2, 3, there's 16, 17, 18, there should be 19, but you didn't bring them all. 17 corpses up here. No,
I was debating
16
on
corpses, because one of them's still in town.
throwing them off, but I think that would be bad, so Nilram's got nothing better to do, really. I guess, is it sleep time? Or I'm trying to think, like, did we skip sleeping to do this?
It was like nighttime, yeah. Everyone needs a rest. Everyone needs
And
to
now it's in the
recover.
morning.
But, you know, the sun hasn't come up yet. It's still early hours.
Alright, well,
it is...
Nilram doesn't like his new symbols being fucked with, so if he can, in a quick manner, move the bodies to recreate the symbol, that'd be kind of cool, but...
With the corpses?
That's what we'll do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can make a spiral of corpses.
You know, before I go to sleep, I want to do it once over at the tower, so I probably find myself coming up the stairs here as Nilram is doing this. And I say, by Martha's tits, Nilram, what the fuck are you doing?
Just, I've always had something about my luck, Captain. It's always led me to, Ponos, so I'm gonna try my luck here. See what happens, you know?
You know your soul is owned by the drowned god, right? This is some bad juju, my friend. I don't mean to tell you what to think or what to do. You're certainly a learned scholar, but this can't be wise, can it?
And two gods work together? I just feel like all the wizards that I read about in the books, they always cast aside the gods. But in this world, the gods exist. They're real. We've seen them touched. You saw the one island where Astaire apparently took everything. It seems foolish not to use them. Sorry, not use them. Not to bequest them for aid.
You have illusions of grandeur. My pointy-hatted friend. What are you, just one man? Amidst the millions that live across these islands, across these continents? What makes you so special?
I almost squint at you. I'm the greatest wizard alive, Captain. And soon you'll know that.
I hope so, Nilram. But, yeah, well,
And also a good friend, and he'll put his hand out there.
I motion to the whatever this is that's going on here. I say, all of this, I don't want anything to do with it. I want you to know, I look up at the sky, I look out to the sea. I want you to know that this has nothing to do with me. My heart's yours. I know my position, okay, I understand the situation I'm in. This, I'm not here for it. He can do what he wants. And I will, step over some of the bodies here and jump down the stairs.
You're not calling out the name of the drowned god.
No.
Euphemisms, metaphors, looks, but
Yeah.
no speaking the name.
I shake my head to myself as I walk back down the stairs and think about, if there is a hell, what kind of hell is Nilram going to? As I walk down the stairs far away from this madness. That's
Nilram
two of
will,
the party now that I've caught butchering corpses and making some sort of weird fucking monuments.
Nilram, before he goes to bed, he'll kneel down and he'll say, I'm sorry that your blood symbol was getting smushed by the rain. Hopefully this fixed it. And if nothing happens, he'll get up and go to bed.
Like the White Walkers from the first episode of Game of Thrones.
I don't know if this is something that is important to Nilrum, or if this is just one of those, like, what happens when you've got bodies that are freshly dead and decomposing. But as you walk to the stairs, you'll notice one of the hands sort of like twitches and spasms and like ends up not like grabbing your ankle, but like ending up in a grasping position on your ankle. It's definitely not stopping you. Under normal circumstances, one might consider this just like the twitching of a recently dead body, as like the last little bits of ATP get used up and the last electrical impulses spasm through it. But you did just make a circle of corpses. Yeah. Is this meaningful to Nilrum, or is this just what happens with the dead?
Like it grabbed his ankle?
Well, the hand kind of like spasmed
Sure.
and like did that and ended up like on the ankle, but not gripping it. No strength behind
Yeah.
it, just in the...
But like on it.
Yeah.
Nilrum will think that's peculiar, and I guess he'll kneel down to the person's face that grabbed him, the dead person.
Yeah, there's about
he'll, like,
half
look at
the
it?
face is blackened and charred and like completely removed. The cheeks are gone, showing you the gums and the teeth on the one side. The other side is mostly intact, a little bit of blackening and charring and burning, but otherwise still there, with its one
He'll kneel
eye
down.
open and like staring straight ahead, right at you.
And he'll say, am I doing you proud?
As you like lift the head up, the blood in the body sloshes a little bit, and out comes like a last little death gurgle as the lungs are pressed.
Nilrum will smirk. That's a yes. He'll drop the head and he'll happily go to bed.
If we're in a shared room, I'm not going to let Nilrum sleep in a room with us after that. Because he's probably covered in like all sorts of horrible
probably.
shit, right? Is it raining? I'll like tell him
Gently.
to go and stand outside and clean himself off.
There should be pools of rivers of blood running down through the tower, in my opinion.
Probably.
These steps here are definitely not clean anymore. It's leaking down and sort of pooling around here a wee bit.
Is Nilrum will probably wash himself off as he does it upstairs. Is the side of the tower like leaking blood at this point?
Yeah, the staircase here doesn't have an easy to close door on it, and so built into the side of the stair, into the side of the wall, is like a little drain. So any water that comes down through the open staircase can drain out the side, but now that water is mixed with blood. So in the morning, when someone steps outside, you'll see a long red streak dripping down the very front of the tower. Why don't we
I get
go?
ballet. Okay, yeah.
Why don't we go to our break here and come back on the other side with a little more Tides of Death. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. In the night, while everyone is getting their rest, Nilrum is awoken. The door to your room squeaks open, and you shoot awake. And standing
Grabs his bard dagger.
in the door, lit by the brightening dawn standing behind it, is a charred corpse from upstairs. One of these bodies that's been like ripped apart and burned. Its head is like barely formed together, and in its one good hand, it carries the head of some other person, clearly. Stands in the doorway and lifts the severed head. It's one good hand, and the severed head speaks to you.
Jesus.
Why have you summoned me? To ease your own suffering?
Nilrum shakes his head. I just wanted to show you that I did good suffering on others. I don't really want anything from you.
Blessed child, speaks the severed skull. And the corpse collapses to the ground. The head rolls across the floor a little bit. That. Everyone else
No
will
one
wake
thinks
up,
that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
or everyone will eventually wake up and go about your day. It's morning. You haven't had good enough sleep to memorize spells, and the sun is up, and the birds are chirping, and the rain has stopped, and there's no way you're going to go back to sleep to get the rest that you need.
No one will grab the head and the body, and he'll take it back and he'll put him in the spiral.
Yeah. Sail, would you give me a perception check? Let's see, maybe you notice this happening, maybe not. No one knows about the severed head unless Nilrim tells them. In the clear light of day, you can see the town is more or less still going about its business. People are waking up, heading out into the streets. People go to and fro for work. Aside from the lightning strikes that happened last night, no one seems to be aware of the chaos that happened at the castle, at the citadel. The shouts and cries of warfare were a little bit too far away to be heard and muffled by the interior and the thunderstorm outside. An observant person might have seen the tower get struck twice by lightning, but that doesn't seem to be entirely unnatural. And from your position here, with no one the wiser, you can look out over your land.
Yes.
What are you gonna
So
do?
in the morning, I'll make coffee for people in the morning, get a bit of food ready. And once everyone's eaten, I'll say, Nilrim, Sail, not sure what you guys are doing today, but Archie, I need you for something. Give me a hand?
Always, Captain.
All right. Grab that chest with all the silver. Bring it with us.
I'll grab it.
Okay. Come on, we're going to town. And then me and Archie are going to drag the chest of silver to town, and I want to make my way to the town square.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You bring in Sail with you, or are you leaving Sail behind?
No, you
would
guys
like
can
to
come
ask
if you want.
I would like to ask you where you're going and what you're doing.
I'm going to set up court. Get the silver on show. Find somewhere to sit, invite the peasants. And,
Everyone's gonna politely
what's
excuse
what.
himself from this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any spells, Captain. Can't be of any use from you, and
yeah, well, that's probably
I
for
feel
the
like
best,
my
Nilrim.
appearance will only cause issues among the townsfolk.
Yeah, maybe find a washerwoman to clean your robes or something. You look and smell awful.
Normal. Nod. And tell you to watch your tone.
I give a smirk at that. And you coming with, Sail?
I probably shouldn't leave Nilrim alone.
God knows what the two of you will get up together.
Listen, a little bit of redecorating, the place will look great.
Well, whatever the biggest building is in town, that's where we're going to be. We'll see you there if you need us.
Sounds good.
All right. And yeah, we head off into the town square.
Yeah. How do you look coming into the town square? I mean, clearly some of you have been injured in the night before. You've got like a slash across your face that is healing magically from the ointments
Yeah.
that you've got.
I
Your
got like an
clothes
arrow
are-
still sticking in me.
Yeah. Are you trying to show off your signs of combat, or are you trying to hide your signs of combat and like show off civility? What tone are you striking with your physical appearance?
Yeah, civility, yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Sure. Well, into town we go. Town is happy and sleepy and, trying to wash away the nightmare that was last night with the murder of the innocent Timmy.
Innocent.
Till you come into town, dragging this chest between the two of you. And quickly, the rumors begin to spark up as you come into the largest building, you said?
Yes.
Some sort of a gathering hall here in town. You could call it the town hall. It's right down by the dock. The big windows that look out over to it, over the shore, gentle waves lapping, and the distant sound of bells on the ships as they rock back and forth in the harbor. A few civilians come and peer on inside to see what's happening as you clear a table to make your little court. That you
Yeah,
hold.
I'm get the biggest chair I can find. Maybe even stack it on top of some stones or books or something so it's raised a little.
And then what?
I will sit down in my chair. I'm going to put on some nice jewelry that I've got hanging around. I've got my hat. I'm going to go and collect the Maurice. Was it called Maurice, the monkey?
You would have taken our 20% out before you left, right? You're not going to leave with 20% in the thing?
Oh, he can't even
just for
haul
appearance's
all
sake.
1,000 pounds of silver with him.
Okay.
That's too much for the two of them to haul.
Archie could drag it, no?
1,000 pounds? That's
How
too much
can
even for Archie.
It's Archie.
Okay. Well, it's one chest full, I guess.
Oh, wait, how
1,000
much can
pounds of
Archie
coins.
max press right now? What? Go to your basic tab. Pokemon. You're 18th strength, right?
It's like 220, 230 or something.
Yeah, 220, 230. So even if he can drag
I'm 17 strength. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
220, so even if you can drag twice as much, that's still only 440 pounds.
That's fine. I just bring one chest overflowing
Yeah.
with coins. If it's split over a few chests, that's fine. I just bring one chest.
Mm-hmm.
I get it set up on the table next to me, flung open with like some of it spilling out onto the table in front of me. I'm sat on my raised chair. I'm on Archie stood to my left. I've got some nice jewelry on. I've got Maurice on my shoulder or, like on the back of the chair with me. And I take a deep breath and say, you know what, Archie? This is where I was meant to be. This is what I was made for. If only I wasn't hampered by the lowness of my birth. I could have imagined a good life. For both of us, in fact. But today we are both lords. Or at least I am. Why don't you head out into the town there and shout a greeting, town crier like, to the peasants. Let them know that we'll be holding court here. And we'll be redistributing their taxes and helping them with their woes.
All right. Archie will drag the chest. Wait, he's still dragging the chest, right?
No, the chest is now on the table with me.
Okay,
You just go and tell the peasants.
Archie will walk through the streets. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. The Crimson Fist has taken over the island. Your lords are no more. The reign of the White Prince is to end soon. We are holding court to listen to all your woes and give you back your taxes. Come out and talk to us. We've got open ears and open arms for you.
And sure enough, the White Prince's men gone, our taxes returned. What's this? And bit by bit, the people of the town will gather in the hall. Before everyone's assembled, while still some people are poking in heads from out far or, discussing in the streets whether or not it's safe to go inside, someone will appear. A middle-aged woman will walk in and look straight at you, Archie. You were responsible for my son's death. You killed him last night.
Your son was a criminal, and he fought back against the Crimson Fist. Maybe you should have done a better job raising him.
Sick burn.
Fucking pissed.
In tears, she will stream out of the building. It's not what she had hoped for.
Wait, was this in the building?
She was at the doorway,
Fair lady, come back. Let me at least pay recompense.
Give me a charisma check. She's pretty distraught. Let's see if you can convince her.
Come on, Nick.
Power of your
Yes.
voice.
You can get a good roll for once.
Oh, no, this is going to be a good one. You win.
You thinking a 20 or an 18? I'm thinking
I'll take
17.
12. I'll take it 12.
Good. That's good, yeah. She pauses, hearing the lordly voice of the captain and the word recompense, and
Ooh,
stops.
fuck my kid. Money.
Steps back forward. No amount of blood gold will ever make up for the loss of my son.
Step forth into the candlelight, my dear, so I may see your beautiful face.
She steps forward into the
Thoughtless.
room. There's a few other people here taking a look. Timmy's mom.
Should be 18.
That's not as hot as
She's
Stacy's
hot.
mom.
Say now, what is your name?
Stacy!
Stacy. And what is it you do in this town here?
I'm a laundress.
Fantastic. And your son? Timmy, you say? What did he do?
He helped at home.
Right. Not the most lucrative of positions, but still.
He was
I
a young
can,
man, not yet in his prime.
Indeed. Well, sorry business, all of that. And I extend, on behalf of all of us here, on behalf of Jamuba and the peasants of this town, our most heartfelt sorrows for what you've been through. And nothing will ever bring back Timmy, but we hope that we can make your life more simple going forward. Please, come closer.
Mm-hmm.
Kill her.
She
Does
steps
she come
forward.
closer?
Yeah.
Okay. As she... No, closer.
She steps closer still. Concerned. Worried.
Now, you can see there's a great deal of silver here, and I would like to gift some of it to you for your troubles. But first of all, I need to know that you're not going to cause us any trouble. Events passing and all that. I need to know that we can let bygones be bygones here and move on peacefully. Do I have your word, Stacy? I hand a banana over my shoulder to see more on the chair.
Yeah, munches on it with his good teeth.
Archie's gonna tap you because he also wants a banana.
I hand another one to Archie.
He'll eat the banana.
Stacy looks to you and shakes her head. My son's not yet fresh in the ground. And you're asking me to move on?
Not personally, but I don't want there to be any grudges between us.
I will accept your blood money, but I won't like it.
Fantastic. I hold out my hand to her with a nice sovereign ring on there for her to kiss it.
Another charisma check. That's asking a lot. You're pushing
Too
the bounds
much.
of what you can get away with.
Yeah, I got it again.
Ah.
They gotta
That's
kiss the ring for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell her to call you Lord too?
Not yet, but yeah, I will do.
Okay. Get a quick. The price conversion here. Trying to figure out what the typical price of blood money is. This is a timeless tradition. This goes back ages and ages. In the Nordic countries in the world, we called it weregild. Weregild. There's a bunch of different terms for this, but if you kill someone, you can never really make up for it. But if you give them a certain amount of money, it's sort of like, you know,
Eases the pain.
it's supposed to ease the pain and be considered the appropriate recompense. No one's necessarily thrilled by this system, but it is an old system that has existed for a long, long time. So how much to you, Nick, is the life of a man?
Like in modern money.
Sure, or, you know, in silver and gold and copper, whatever you want.
I mean, I was thinking of giving out like 1,000 silver or the equivalent in gold, like 100 gold.
100 gold, 1,000 silver. That's a pretty good
Yeah.
amount of money.
We already gave us some money as well, but this is going to be a lot more. So I will open a bag, and I will start like piling silver into it and gold until it's about
Wait.
that much.
Can you pile and look at her face? How is she looking as it piles up, you know? Does her face change at like 20 gold and 100 gold?
No, it's sort of stern and stoic with tears running down, trying not to display any emotion. She's here for the money, but she's not excited, and at no point does it soften.
Keep piling. It'll soften.
Yeah, well, I get to 1,000 silver. And I will push heavily the bag towards her across the table and say, nothing will replace the life of your son in your eyes, I know this. But hopefully this coin will help ease your suffering and provide you a good life. Let it be known that Lord Winters is a benevolent and generous ruler.
All hail Lord Winters.
She goes,
Yeah.
and quickly as she exits, people swarm around her to see what's going on, and she tells them what transpired inside. And one by one, more people from the town begin to come indoors and ask, what happened at the tower? Where are the White Prince's men? What was that lightning last night?
The White Prince's men stood in our way. They refused to acknowledge our reason for being here, and so we put them in their graves. For no longer will Jamuba bow to the White Prince and his false god.
Back and forth.
You are free now, peasants, and with that freedom comes a lack of taxes, so please, come forth and receive what you are owed.
People will start to follow in. They form a line very quickly and hold out hands.
Alright, now I'm no mathematician, but I do my best here. I want to try and time this so that I can do this like 4 or so days a week for a few hours and not run out of money by the end of it. So I want this to be going on for, most of the month while we're here, holding court a few days a week. So I will give out gold and silver to the people based on their woes. If this guy's farm's been burnt down, I might give him a bit more, but I will just hand out the silver as required until, I take my time with it. I make them kiss the ring. I make them say, bow or whatever. I soak it all in, Yeah.
I DM'd you as well, Koibu, for what Norm will be doing. Not of any rush. Just a heads up.
Quick look over here. Okay, gotcha. Sale, you had come down and you were in town with Archie and Captain Winters and the monkey, right?
I think I was just staying in the tower so that Nilrim wasn't alone with the 2 captives.
Got it. Does that mean you're like keeping an eye on Nilrim, or are you just like hanging out so that he isn't getting? Are you here to protect Nilrim, or are you here to protect the captives?
There'd probably be a conversation between me and Nilrim. If he wanted to go off and do something on his own, he would just be like, "Watch the guys on. I'll be back in a few hours." And I'd be like, "Okay." Let me know if you go out, and then that would be. I would just like sit around and make sure no one comes up to the tower and stuff. Yeah, I'm just like hanging out.
Okay, cool. Not a problem. Well, Nick, give me an intelligence check. See how quickly, how well you are at.
There you go.
Yeah, you can slowly but surely dole out money. And as people come to you, they will agree. The White Prince is a menace. Tragedy, what happened to Tim. Terrible, terrible thing. They'll take their money and go, and someone else will come and ask, is it true? All the men in the castle are dead?
They all lie dead in their graves, waiting for the crows.
Won't
Is
the White
Captain
Prince...
Winters meaning to lie there? Because there's 2 left.
Oh, yeah, I guess there is 2 left, but,
I'm just making sure. Okay.
Won't the White Princess men come back for it? Come back for us?
Some
Won't
will
we be in
come.
danger?
There are some en route this very moment. But you can trust us. Your lord here will protect you. I will do away with the White Prince's ships, sink them before they can ever reach the dock, slay any that survive the beaches. You are safe now, my friends. Safe from oppression.
And
From
hold out
false
both his
gods.
hands. Take the money.
Of course. I give him some money and I'll throw like an apple or something
Mm-hmm.
for him. And then as he goes to take it, I will hold it back and hand out the my hand with the ring for him to kiss.
He kisses the ring. And soon the wealth is distributed amongst the town. You can see that man.
I'm doing. I want it to last the whole month, right? I want to be
Right.
doing this on the regular. Yeah.
Right. You can see Robert and some of the other speakers that were there the night before when the group of youths were protesting against the White Prince's men. They hold back in the town square and do not come to receive your attention or your money. You do notice through the open doors that they do talk to some people. They manage to turn a few back from approaching the town hall. But most of the people in town are convinced by the fact that the White Prince's men are gone and they're all getting money and, there's one dead civilian, casualties of war, didn't really
cares?
liked him.
Exactly. Well, as I spot these guys from last night talking to the people coming out and stopping the people from coming in, I will hold back the next peasant, and I will motion like, Archie, come closer. I need to tell you something.
All moving closer.
And I whisper in his ear. I say, those guys from the tavern last night, they're causing trouble out there. Go and have a word for them. Either they get in line or they go back to their homes and don't bother any of the loyal citizens of our island.
I'll do as I'm told.
What do you see?
Captain
to
Winters
them?
is really enjoying this, isn't he?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you do when you get out there, Archie? And they're talking amongst themselves, and as you come out, they like stop and bristle and fan out a little bit. And Robert steps forward, narrows his eyes at you.
What were the captain's exact instructions? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I guess Archie forgot, huh?
Yeah, I
Shit.
guess.
You said take care of it, right?
All right, Archie's
Excuse me.
he's having a little bit of it. He wasn't really listening to John, so he's like, "Hey, what's going on out here?"
Just enjoying the day, much as one can when your friend has been murdered in the night by pirates.
How many people did the White Prince murder here?
None.
None, huh? Well, that's awkward. Whatever you guys are doing, you better stop doing that right now. You guys can either come along with us and you'll be strong and you'll prosper and you won't get your, taxes drained. And maybe no other friends have to die. Or you can keep doing what you're doing, and then I can't guarantee any of the things that I just listed. So, it's kind of up to you at this point.
Give me a charisma check, Archie. It's very good.
Yeah.
About 2/3 of the group sort of shudders away from Robert and the other leaders. And they make their way towards the building. Some with shrugs, one of them with a, well, they got rid of the White Prince. Sorry, Rob. And hurries off. Robert and a few of the other leaders stay behind, watching their power disband as the people of the town move to the new present leaders, or at least the new people who are handing out money. And with most of his group gone, Robert and the remainders will turn and retreat, heading back deep into the streets until you lose sight of them, never to trouble you again, hopefully. And now
Yeah,
we're
all right.
entering
I do that. I think we can move on.
Yeah, we can enter a period of relative peace here in town. White
Awesome.
Prince's men are gone. You have a tower and 2 prisoners, hostages, however you want to call them. The 14th is a long way away. What's the plan?
Ooh, quick question. It seemed like, I guess to the other cast members out of character, it seemed like Ponos was like expecting Nilrim to ask for something, right?
There was a weird moment last night, yeah.
Well,
believe-
Nilrim would have
wanna-
shared this, but yeah.
I don't want to telegraph too much of my intent. I like leaving things
Yeah.
up to people to interpret.
To me at least, and to Nilrim, I guess, Nilrim will be thinking about this to himself, and he'll be like, it seemed like Ponos was expecting me to ask him of something. It seemed like he was kind of annoyed at first, but at the end, when I didn't want anything, he was quite pleased and called me blessed child. So Normal think on that a little bit. He does what he Normal spends his time doing something that I DM'd to Koibu. Seemed chill, and I get spells back and everything.
Yeah, because we're here for many days, so you will get spells back.
Are there any of the White Prince's ships inside the harbor?
Oh,
There was one White Prince guard down at the dock, though, if I remember. We still haven't dealt with him. Remember the guy at the who had a
That's a
banner
good
or
point.
something?
He
Yeah.
ran up, I think, to the.
Oh, maybe he did it.
Yeah, I think he ran up. Okay, I'm gonna get my spells back then. I guess we'll spend time looking for. No, Norm's gonna spend his time making another ship in a bottle.
So we're here for a month, and it sounds like there's no intent to do anything else. No murdering,
I
no
think
pillaging.
as we get a little bit closer to the arrival, we should formulate a plan to deal with Hubert, and that'll probably involve talking to the two prisoners. But I think we should, over the course of the month, in terms of the prisoners, like manage their situation where they start in chains, locked in a door, or tied up, basically, and then over the course of the month, we'll grant them maybe more and more luxuries until we can kind of feel like maybe they're understanding their situation a little bit better and we can use them. And as for myself, if Archie will come with me, I'll hold court. I don't want to do it without Archie because it's too dangerous. So I will.
Norm will come when you
Yeah. Okay.
talk to the prisoners and I guess bring food or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I
How
think
are
I spent
they,
most of my time doing lordly stuff.
How are the prisoners feeling? Norm will get a grasp, I guess.
Oh, terrible. All of their friends. I mean, these people, the impression that you get after talking to the folks in the town and after observing the castle is that the White Prince has an outpost out here that occasionally gets like resupplied or occasionally has some, greater authority coming through. But for the most part, it's these 16 soldiers plus 2 knights and a cleric who are the White Prince's authority out here. And they all know each other well. They've probably all been stationed here for years. They're all friends. This is their home. They are on like some sort of glorious mission for their god and for their king. And you just murdered all of them. And now they're prisoners in their own home. So they're very bad. They do not look like they will ever cooperate at this point.
Out of character, Ponos would be really happy at that.
True.
Yes.
We can make him cooperate. I guess Norm will spend his time making them cooperate.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit?
Norm will do a little bit of war crime torture while the captain is going and being a lord on these guys. They're gonna... he did this with the other guy. It seemed to work. He said, fuck Astaire, fuck the White Prince. He's going to do a little bit of torture on these guys.
A little bit of torture.
Just a little bit of torture. He'll let Sale in on it, because Sale's going to be mainly there with him. But,
Archie does have a torturing proficiency.
Yeah, all three of you make a nice little torture squad, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Archie... How did Archie react when Nilrim had tortured the other guy?
Archie's done plenty of torturing himself. He didn't really bat an eye at it.
Okay, well, Norm will mainly do it when you guys are out, because that's just the time. He has time to do. But when you come back, maybe one day he'll be feeling good and he'll invite you over. He'll learn a few things from your torturing proficiency and he'll use them. So yeah, Norm's goal in life is to make these two be excited to work with us.
Archie will quickly see the telltale signs of torture on these folks. It's a hard thing for someone like Archie to miss. Do you join in, Archie?
I'm more like a little annoyed at the bad craftsmanship. So give Nilarin some hints onto like, when you're bending their fingers, you want to do this, and when you're crushing their balls, it's a little bit better to use this, and
Oh,
all that kind of thing.
I never thought to do that.
Yeah,
Give me a torturing proficiency check then, Archie.
absolutely. He just doesn't roll bad.
Yeah, I mean you're giving advice to another person. It's not quite the same as handling it yourself.
Yeah. They get tortured for, let's say, 10 days in. What's up? How are they feeling? They excited to serve?
Well, one of them doesn't make it. The one that was on lower HP, the torturing ends up being a little bit too intense.
Wait, are you
And-
sure? Because we have a healing proficiency person. Can he have a healing proficiency roll to, like, save them?
Yeah. Yeah, when you realize that they're slipping away, that something like a mistake was made and a knife went in too deep, or too much skin was removed all at once, you can get, I think it's Sail with the healing proficiency.
Yeah.
Sail, you feel comfortable healing the man who's tortured almost to death?
Yeah. I
you
mean, I
wanna
feel like
heal
the
him?
torture feels kind of pointless, but I will, I'll help Nilrim because I've
Great,
got
yeah,
nothing
give
better
me-
to do.
Give me a healing proficiency check. Oh, that's not gonna work. You'd
He
try.
sucks.
You get to him to try and stabilize him, but he's lost too much blood already, and has lost, most importantly, the will to live. So one of them won't make it through, but that's okay. You have 2. You didn't need the guy on 1 HP. I'll add his body to the spiral upstairs.
Good.
The other one is weak.
Just for flavor, Nilrim would drag him up there, go over to the head that had talked to him, put the corpse, like, I guess, in the middle, and, like, whisper to the head, like, he was too weak, and go back down.
Would you give me a wisdom check, a willpower check, please?
Not my strongest thing.
The other person is, oh man, let's give him the very best morale check that he's got. Not great enough. He promises to tell you everything that you need to know to overcome the White Prince.
They're willing to work with us now.
Oh, I can tell you anything you want. What do you want?
Did you have any hidden rooms in this tower, or any hidden areas?
No,
Not that you
nothing
know.
hidden. No, everything's
Okay,
out in the
why
open.
it-
It's all very up front.
Why is the father coming here?
Who?
I'll look to Sale. What's his name again? Father
Father
Hubert?
Hubert.
Hubert.
Father Hubert's coming here? I didn't know.
Not for your salvation. We're here to kill him. And now that you guys lost the tower, this should be a trivial thing.
Flabbergasted. He's a peaceful man, but he's got a bodyguard with him. Strong cleric, a strong fighter, with him at all times.
I don't even think they'll get on land. You saw our lightning spell, didn't you? Well, I guess you didn't, but you heard it.
He saw the results. I like blowing my fingers.
Shivers at the thought. What else do you want to know? What else can I tell you? Just make it stop.
Take me to your leader's office. I want to go through his paperwork.
Yeah, that's the room that you ransacked earlier. That you used tables and
Barricaded.
chairs to barricade the stairwell. You get there.
Okay. No one will start going through the paperwork, I guess. Anything of interest?
Most of it is pretty clerical stuff. Just like, this much money has been paid to these soldiers on this day. Here's my log of what happened. Here's any injustices that I've seen. Here's my opinion on like the opinions of the town. Next day, same shit. Next week, same shit.
What was their opinion of the town?
You can read through these notes, and the assessment of the town is increasingly dim. Apparently, these soldiers have been keeping goblins at bay, occasionally foraying out into the forest to actually hunt down groups of goblins. But in the last year, the goblins pulled far enough back that there haven't been any goblin encounters. And yet the White Prince's men continue to collect certain fees from the town hall here, from the main council of civilians that are in this town. And the notes increasingly show like a frustration of the town with paying these fees. And the cleric
Nilram will hand these notes, to the captain for when he goes down there the next day. He can start using this propaganda if he wants. It's up to him. But I think that this would help the cause that the goblins have pushed far enough back. Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Talk about how the White Prince was stealing their money for killing the goblins that had already been defeated, etc.
Yeah. Nilram will take the bodyguard up, the heavy guard up to the top, and show him his brilliant spiral, and ask him if he knows what it is.
The spiral is at this point covered in carrion birds who are ripping apart the remains of the dead. And the guy will look at it and nod and go, "Of course, everyone recognizes the symbol of Malchus, god of chaos."
Nilram will slap him.
Ah!
You idiot! You buffoon! This is the symbol of Ponos.
God of suffering? Is that who
Nilram
you
will laugh.
serve?
It's who I am currently paying tribute to.
He looks at you. He nods. Things click in his brain. You're torturing him for fun. You just enjoy the suffering.
Nilram laughs maniacally. And he'll drag him down and torture him a little bit, even though he's cooperative.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
That way, that night, right, I come back from the town hall with Archie. Another good day being a lord, lads. So, Nilram, how's our prisoner getting on?
He's actually been quite
Studio
cooperative.
audience laughs.
Look what I found, Captain. And he'll bring over the notes, and I'll have you read through them. This should help you out in the morning, yeah?
I'll have to read through them. What's the gist of it?
The gist is they were taking money from the townspeople, even though the goblins have pushed back far enough that they're no longer going to invade them.
Dabbles. Those White Prince's clerics. And they take the piss
Truly
on an
not.
industrial scale.
Truly not as just of a lord as you, my
Of course
lord.
not.
And he bows.
Thank you. It's good to see
He
you showing
reaches
some respect for
out
once
for
in
the
your
ring.
life. Of course, my child.
Gives you a overly dramatic kiss on the ring.
Thank you. Well, yes, if I could see the prisoner, perhaps I worry that Archie is growing bored by my side, acting as a guard. Maybe we could put this one to use. I hope that he's at least still able to walk.
I think he'll be overjoyed to see you, Captain.
Right, well, perhaps I'm reading between the lines here, Nilram. Maybe you should just give me the key and let me speak to him. Maybe you shouldn't come along.
Sure. No one will hand you the key.
Yeah, I go to the guard's room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll crack it open a little bit. Hey, bud, you doing all right? I say as I come in with Seymour.
I'm fine. Comes the
Yeah?
wounded cry.
Oh God, you're looking rough. Not is the room not to your liking? Are you not sleeping well? I say, closing the door behind me.
It's fine.
Yes, well, you do me a favor, could you? Could you stand up for a moment?
Rises.
You think you can still hold a spear, a shield?
Shakes his head. You can see there, his hands are malshapen at this point. There's been breaking and pulling of nails. This guy is going to need like a month of rest before he can do anything of use to you.
You are in a bad way. Here, hopefully this isn't too forward. Take a seat. Put your arms up. Let's get your clothes off.
Shudders
Jesus
as the
Christ.
clothes are slowly removed. He keeps his eyes
I'll
closed the whole time.
pull out one of the healing salves. I take it off the sheet. I'm going to spend the whole thing on him. On his wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the major ones where he's been, where he's been slashed or whatever crazy shit Nolan's been doing to him.
Right, right.
Allegedly.
You rub the ointment in, and as it begins to take effect, he like lets out a gentle sigh. Finally, some kindness, some compassion, and the sigh turns into just like what do you call it? Just a relentless weeping and like crying at the first gesture of softness towards him.
There, old chap. It's gonna be all right. I put a hand on his shoulder. I sit with him, or stand there with him for a while he cries. Say, well, hopefully you'll be, come morning, you'll be back on your feet. Unfortunately, my visit here is not purely compassionate. I need a guard by my side. And as the sole survivor of the great siege of Jamuba Keep, surely you will be the most qualified for that. You think you're up to the task?
He mutters.
I can trust you, right? I mean, there's nowhere for you to run.
Shakes his head.
Well, as in, I can't trust you, or?
You can trust me. There's nowhere to run.
That's what I thought. Well, listen, you rest there. Let the ointment soak in. I'll go and get you some food, and I'll go and get this guy some fruit and some bread or whatever.
Just send Nilra back in now.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I leave him some food and maybe get him if he's not got blankets on his bed. I'll get him some blankets or whatever. You know, I want to make him comfortable.
Okay. He's comfortable now.
Great. And in the morning, I'm going to bring him with me to the hall.
Okay. And what do you do with him in the hall?
No, he just stands guard like Archie was. I mean, he could try and make a run for it, but where's he going to get
Where's
it?
he gonna go?
He won't.
Right?
Yeah.
Nora made sure of that. Don't worry, Captain.
Good job. The whole good cop, bad cop routine's working well.
Well, the time passes. The days roll into the first week, and week go
But
by.
question? Nero will probably make one or two more visits up to the spiral.
It
Does
is
he get anything?
increasingly covered by like carrion birds who rip apart the corpses up there and shit all over the building.
Nice. Okay.
Hmm Are you looking for something in particular? Some sign? Something?
Yeah. He probably will talk to the head one time, and he's obviously not looking for anything. The only question he would ask is, does this bring you satisfaction? Or
The
do
head
I
doesn't
bring you
really
satisfaction?
talk back to you. You don't really get any more responses from it.
Cool.
You had the initial night, and then the initial sort of that twitching of the hand, the wheezing of the lungs, and then the corpse that appeared in the middle of the night. But since then, there have been no signs, nothing to interpret.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
But I think now is the time to sort out your plan for when Hubert arrives.
Oh,
Well-
can we get XP? Because we've been in a safe situation for an entire month.
Yeah.
There
We
is
usually only do it at our base, but I think that this is like a extenuating circumstance where we have made this technically a base right now.
Yeah, let me pull up some stuff and I'll start calculating XP while you guys go over your plan.
Perfect.
I wanted to see if the cleric's armor would fit me, and then check the town for rumors, and then
yeah.
also
The cleric's armor will fit you. It is chainmail, but it comes with the caveat that most of the time this area is too hot to really like wear full armor, and you can put it on like if you know you're about to get into a fight and it should be fine, but if you're like trekking around in the chainmail and the padded armor that comes underneath it in order to keep it from like, pinching at your skin all the time, you'll quickly overheat in ordinary circumstances. But it does fit you and you can take it, and if you're only going to wear it for a short period of time, in most situations that's fine.
yeah, I'll probably just like squirrel it away somewhere to maybe take with us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then there was 2 other things I wanted to do in the interlude, but I guess we'll do XP first.
Well, I need to calculate it, so please.
Yeah, well, in terms of plan,
Hmm?
I think we need to make sure the town looks as normal as possible as Father Hubert gets here.
Yeah.
If anything smells weird or looks weird, he might not even land, and then we could have an extended chase on the open water. I'm also going to try to contact Rohi for more information. Because he gave us pretty vague instructions. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good idea. Contacting your god.
You're gonna talk to the Sandman again?
Yeah, you can come too if you want. If you want to see it, Archie. Maybe you'll see him.
I'd really like to see it. Yeah, that'd be sick.
When I go, I'll bring Archie with me to the beach.
All right.
And what do you do down at this beach? What do you say? What
Uh,
are you looking for?
I will fix in my mind the image of like the lightning striking the tower and all the corpses at the top. The image of like the cleric being vaporized by Nurem's lightning bolt. I'm like thinking about all of that, and then I am requesting information. I didn't actually think about my question. My question is staying here the right move? Or is this are we on the right path, essentially?
You use your omen readings. You pull out the sand, you drip it in a tide pool that you find a little bit away from the town. And as the sand falls into the gentle tide pool area, you notice it doesn't spread out, it doesn't form a lot of patterns. Instead, it just sort of forms a singular, like, block of sand. Like, the first part of it lands a little bit down, and then it sort of builds up and up and up and up, and then back and back and back, almost like you're 3D printing a little block of sand.
I will pick it up and inspect it.
It crumbles in your hands when you try to pick it up, but it's definitely like a little sandstone.
What did it look like? The type of thing that I summoned with my holy symbol?
Yes, it looks just like that.
All right, I have no idea how to interpret that. Like, I'll like frustratedly kick sand into the water and be like, you can talk, right?
Archie will watch all this fascinated.
Yeah.
He thinks this is all part of the ritual as well.
You asked if you were on the right path. Is that what it was?
Yeah, if like staying in this place was like the right move to kill Father Hubert,
And,
like if he was
the
pleased with
response
us-
was Rohi's own symbol. His own holy symbol is what he gave you. Okay.
I think we're good, Archie. I think we're on the right path. I think there's no issues here. We've got it in the bag.
It's like if we were talking on Discord and you were like, you think this thing we're doing is working? I just sent you a picture of myself.
Not a bad sign, right? It's not like a...
But those are the 2 things I wanted to do, was the armor, and that's it.
One. Do you wear the armor, or do you just like keep it for future purposes?
I keep it for future purposes.
Well, everybody, please take home experience time. 3,250 experience points. And that
I level
covers...
up at 32k, right?
Sounds about right. 2,862, yeah.
3,250, did you say?
3,250
Plus 10%?
plus 10%, yeah. So that should be 3575.
Yes. Man, if I had a pirate fact every day that I came on, I would be leveled up by now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a
5%
pirate fact I could
nothing.
give you.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get a chance to see your pirate fox sale.
No,
Now would
It's
be a
okay.
good chance.
I'll
No?
save it. I'll save it.
Oh.
Okay. It's a good one. It's worth it as an opening of an episode. Okay.
Ooh.
Save it after you level up for maximum XP.
True, actually, because I did just level.
Did you?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think I'm level 6.
Ooh.
Falling behind.
This might be the highest level character I've ever had, actually.
I wonder why, Nick.
Yeah.
It's almost like Rogues had the gold thing.
Yeah, there was something, wasn't there? There was some other way to get XP with it. It was strange, I don't know.
It's weird, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you're also multi-classed, so of course you're falling behind.
Well, yeah, I did start 2 levels higher though, but yeah.
It's alright, I'm only level 5.
How much XP do you have now, Sale?
29,000. 29,325.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
wait, no, I did level up.
roll me
Nice.
a 1d8 for more hit points.
Alrighty. Wow. I had to roll low sometime.
Yeah. Maybe not the best set of hit points you've ever gotten. So you can add that
Plus
to
2
your...
for con?
Yes. You have 16 con?
Yes.
Then please take 2 more hit points. Wonderful.
Hell yeah. 40 HP.
Holy fuck. That is insane.
For level 6, so your total attack bonus... My auto statter. Fuck. A level 6 cleric should have +3 to hit for levels. Let's take a look at your character sheet right now. On your combat tab, in the upper right hand corner where it says hit adjust, that should be a 3. There we go. That's essentially a +1 to hit with all your weapons. Additionally, at 6th level, you get an additional 3rd level spell that you can memorize every day.
Sweet. I can
Nick,
double
if you
call
roll a
lightning.
1, I'm gonna be really ashamed of you. For your HP.
And at level 6, a cleric also gets a new... Let's see. I believe you get a new non-weapon... Double check, though. Non-weapon proficiencies. Every level divisible by 3. Yes. So a new non-weapon proficiency. It can be something from that list, which I can relink you if you need, or it
I
can
have it
be an
saved.
idea. Got it. That you just have on hand. Whatever you want, I leave it up to you to think about for now. Nick, you say you leveled as a rogue or as a fighter?
Fighter. No, I'm now level 5 fighter, level 5 rogue.
Okay, so
I
you're gonna
leveled
be...
by 27 XP there. Close.
Thank God you
Here
did.
it comes.
You did all those great pirate
Pirate
facts.
facts. Yep.
Nope.
So, you think I get what? D10 plus 1 divided by 2?
Yes.
Neil, right? I bet you 100 XP that it's less than 3.
Okay, wait. Why don't you roll low then and just inverse the number? If you're so confident it's
No,
gonna be low,
I can't do
just
that
inverse
because I'll be so fucking annoyed. If it's like a 10, I can't live it. No, I take it back. No bets, because if I fail, then I'll D-level, so that's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yes. Yeah, I know you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see it.
take away hit point. And make you roll again. You'd gain the 2 or whatever, and then we'd have you roll
Yeah.
for how much you lose.
That'd be awful. Okay, let's go. I think I'm gonna get a 4. 4 plus 1.
4 plus
I think
1.
you use 7.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do?
Just
That's a
What are you gonna do,
D10.
man?
For those of you that haven't seen the last like 5 years of Nick playing Dungeons and Dragons, this is every time, every character, every time.
every
practically.
fucking character.
Nick.
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna do, man?
I'll just listen, Nick. I'll just fly you out next session. I'll have you play on my
Okay.
computer so you can.
That's a good
mine.
idea. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
roll it on yours.
Yeah.
I get slightly better saves, +1 to hit. Do I get any
Mhm.
proficiencies at this level?
Level 5?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Okay, I think that's everything.
Anyone else level?
No, Koibu.
Missing like 3K.
Missing 9K.
Anything you want to do with the town while you've got it? Nilram, any conversations you want to have?
Yeah, Noam's gonna go door to door, unironically. He's looking for a smart kid. And he's gonna do it under the guise that the White Prince is coming, and he needs to make sure that there isn't anyone super smart on this island that they're gonna look for. So that's why he's going door to door to do the test, because he was the one who got out originally, like when he was young.
All right. If you can make me a successful charisma check, we can bypass all the RP and we can just mechanically run this. Otherwise, you're going to have to convince some of these people to let you speak to their children. Ah, not a problem. Easy peasy. So,
Gimme. Time to steal kids. Call me Peter Pan.
9, 10. All right. Here are 10 children. 16
16's not bad.
out of 5. 2.
Yeah, he's gonna tell the parents with a 5 that that kid ain't gonna cut it, you know? But they already know. They know.
Yeah.
The
They
16,
give you the, like, we weren't very worried.
he's interested. I'm trying to think of what I'd roll.
Is it worth investing in a child with
Yeah, I
only
know, that's the
16
issue.
int? What if you come
probably be
across a
17.
17 int person later? You know, then you're going to have to throw away all that time with this one?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll a d20. On a 19 or 20, he'll be interested in the child. On anything else, he's not interested.
Nah.
Not interested. He tells them that the kid thinks that it's really smart, but it's actually incredibly dumb. He gives the kid a big talking to and lets him know that he isn't worth the White Prince's time and he has nothing to be worried about, but he's really mean about everything. Noam shatters this kid's confidence.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Now is the time to talk about ship, about Father Hubert, about the potential bodyguards he might have. Month is beginning to fade away pretty quickly.
I think the goal that should work is we do what we saw. We have the one prince, White Prince dude, standing here, ready, and we literally should be able to shoot lightning bolts here, and Nilram can be hiding somewhere on the dock, and when they get close, he can also shoot a lightning bolt.
What? And then we have to be ready because the high HP guys won't die. They'll end up on shore, so we've got to be ready to finish them off when they wash up.
They're gonna be in plate mail and stuff, probably.
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
you know what happens to people who are in this fucking ocean with
Yeah,
Koibu swimming rules.
I mean,
True.
will they even be wearing armor coming into town? They're probably expecting a peaceful town.
As
Well,
someone who-
I mean, we might want to loot them though, right? Well, we could
Yeah,
dive down and get their bodies.
we can dive and get it. My characters wear armor anywhere they go, and I assume most people would wear their armor going into a new town. It's like a status thing. First off, you're
If
not
it's
gonna go into a
heraldry,
new-
yeah. If you're showing off, oh, I've got my flags and my cool.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna be big dickin', so full armor on, looking the best that they can as they come into the town. Yeah, that's my guess. So I think swimming rules will get them, and I think that the lightning bolt should do a lot of damage to the boat, and then Nilram can finish anybody who comes on the shore off, just by staying ranged with magic missiles or lightning bolts.
Wow.
Worst case, they have to come on the shore and Archie can fuck them up, but you guys can tell me if you think otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I think the alternative plan is to somehow lure them to the keep and then ambush them at the keep. I think an advantage of this plan is that heat metal isn't so easily dealt with. Disadvantage is that we don't get the chance to like drown them in the water, which is pretty good. So it's probably better to attack the ship with the lightning. My issue is that what if they are able to react in time? Because I think the cleric will probably know pretty quickly that core lightning's being cast. So
can you explain to me how we've seen in the past, I guess all of us, how does the sky actually change? Because there's already a storm overhead.
Right. So the current storm that's swirling around is huge. It's a giant maelstrom that covers like hundreds of miles in diameter. When you've seen call lightning cast, the immediate area around you begins to darken and intensify. And if you're paying attention, it's not something that's like necessarily easy to notice. If you didn't know what to look for, or even if you did know what to look for, but you didn't happen to be like in your mind thinking about it or like gazing up at the sky, you could easily miss it. But there will be like a slightly more localized storming effects. There are, certain a little bit more thunder will appear. If there's already like thunder and lightning, you wouldn't notice that. But if it's just like a normal, gentle day, and you might notice a very distant sound of rumble, or like, you might mistake the gentle rain that comes for some sea spray that gets kicked up. These things are pretty easy to not detect if you're not specialized in looking for spells. For someone like Sail, who casts the spell, the fine details of it stand out a hell of a lot more to you, Sail, than they do to even Nilram, who's brilliant and a genius by all measures, but you're intimate with this spell. You know exactly what it feels like and exactly how all the small details work together. Does that answer your question, or did I just ramble about nothing in particular?
I think you basically said that someone who casts a spell will be able to tell the fine details, whereas a regular peasant might think it's just a storm blowing over.
So a cleric who is able to cast this spell, who is outside with a clear view of the sky when it gets cast, might notice there would be a die roll involved.
Yeah.
And they might totally miss it, or they might be able to pick up on it right away.
But we should be able to cast it close enough, especially with Nilram's in. He should be able to he won't be up there in the tower, so never mind. We should be able to get around where we think that they're close enough in that they can't just like turn away.
Turning a boat is a difficult thing, depending on the boat, of course. If they're in a little rowboat, it would be very easy for them to just like immediately switch and U-turn and get the hell out of there, because it's a 10-minute casting time. But if they're in like a proper sailboat and it's like sailing up to the dock, it takes a while to stop that thing, to turn that thing around, to row it back out, or to, catch the right winds or the right tides. Depending on their vessel and depending on how fast they notice, they could easily be trapped.
I don't think that Sail should be in the tower, though, because for the subsequent lightning bolts, it'd be nice for him to have an eye on the people in case he
doesn't. I agree.
Get extra shots.
He just has to be hidden, but yeah.
So I think Archie and I hide. Well, I think all of us just like hide in the woods, essentially. Wait for them to turn up, have the guard greet them, yeah. Just blast them when they get close.
Oh, and we can hit them in the dock as well because of Turn Undead. A few of them.
I think Turn Undead should be used as a last resort, because if the cleric and the fighter have good gear, which they might do if they're like high level bodyguards, it'll be lost to the depths. So last resort, definitely. But if we're winning, then probably kill them first, loot them, and then you can send them.
The summoning Rohi to the turn undead type ability, you're going to have to be real close for. You won't be able to do it from a huge range. You'll have to be like in and amongst them practically.
Might not work if they're high level enough anyway, right? If it's like turn undead.
We can thin the henchmen if they have them.
That's true, yeah. So it might actually be safe to use on the henchmen because it might not hurt the big guys. In preparation for this, how's the blood in the tower looking? Has it been washed off over the course of the weeks?
It's been a month. The birds have eaten all the flesh from the bodies. The blood has washed away.
So it's bones up there now.
Yeah, bones.
That's cool. It's bone in like the symbol, right? Still chilling?
Yep. The birds will sort of disturb the carcasses, and you can keep going back and rearranging them or pushing them this place that way. You could even just arrange the scattered bones in a spiral if you want. Is that something
Did we?
you want?
I'll do one nice spiral.
There was no magic gear inside the keep, right?
Mm-mm.
The cleric's holy symbol. Can I have got Nilrim to remove the beacon that's probably on it?
There was no beacon on the holy symbol.
Okay.
No magic in this campaign, Nick.
No, but the holy symbol of the cleric in Flotsam was beaconed, remember? So,
Oh.
if you recall. But this guy was an acolyte, so perhaps not as
I don't know if I can remove beacons yet.
not as important
No, I
anyway.
can't. Yeah.
All right, well, it doesn't matter. It's not there. And even if it was, it'd be in the keep, which is where you'd expect to find it. So,
Get ready.
yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I need to have a talk with the guard to make sure he knows what his role is.
I think that this should go off without a hitch. My thinking is because we literally cleared out a whole town of people who would inform if there was issues. And I think that's the hardest legwork that needs to be done. Most ships sailing in wouldn't expect that. So we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to talk with the guard, make sure he knows the plan. And like the day before, we'll all make sure we go down to the beach and work out the best positions for everyone to be stood.
I show the guard the vial that I have of his hair with the symbol out of his own blood, and I let him know that if he does anything to tamper with our mission, I will hunt down all of his family. This has his signature on it, and it will lead me directly to them, and he's seen what I can do.
Now, is this an
I let
empty
him know that in
threat? Are you
private, yeah.
actually going to hunt down his whole family? That would deviate all of your plans, or is this an idle threat? Not that he would live long enough to know one way or the other.
Nilrim would... It wouldn't be like a... He'll say, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week, it might not be next month, but I will get around to it, and I will make them suffer like you suffered, but worse. And he's deadly serious.
Okay. All right. The guard has been informed.
Cool.
So,
No, just cool. Yeah, sorry.
the plan has been laid. All that remains is to wait. Wait
Yeah.
for Father Hubert to arrive.
So
Every
you guys,
day, I want to go to the beach and ask, is Father Hubert coming today?
good idea.
On the day,
Every day.
every
Like,
day.
on the way up to it. I want to make sure, in case he arrives early.
Day after day, you search the waves, the tide pools for the answers. And day after day, the waves just sort of disperse your sand and disperse your sand and disperse until one day you drizzle some sand on the 14th of February. And instead of being washed away like it has been time and time again, it forms the symbol of Rohi, a stone of sand standing up impossibly in the water that disintegrates and disappears as soon as you touch it.
Okay, I'll let the gang know that today's the day.
Fantastic. All right, steel yourselves. I will warn the peasants to stay inside their homes. Unless, wait,
Yeah.
would it be obvious from their boat that something was amiss if people weren't
Absolutely.
around in the dock? Yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
never
just
mind.
let 'em
I don't
go.
do that then. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the mid-afternoon that you can see the ship approaching.
What range is called lightning sail?
320 yards? 360 yards?
1,000 feet.
Nice, okay.
It's good range.
Yeah.
The timing of it is the big thing. I should probably be near Nilrim so he can tell me when to
Yeah,
start
I'll be
casting.
near him and I'll use my 18 intelligence to do the timing correctly.
Yeah, I guess you can start casting it on an area before the ship's in range, right?
Well, it's like
Oh, it's
it's like a channel to prep it and then
Yeah.
fire it.
Right, okay.
So,
So
Nilrum,
it's like a
you're
Yeah.
familiar with ships, but you're not intimately familiar with this particular spell. So give me an intelligence check at disadvantage. Oh my god, it actually happened. I ask for these checks all the time because I always expect you to pass them, and every now and then One of
Yeah,
them.
but you
will
gave it to me
fail.
at disadvantage. Okay.
Mhm.
This doesn't mean it completely fucks up. It just means I didn't get it right.
It seems like a 1
Jip.
to me.
Comes into the harbor.
Excuse me.
Nilrum's a little eager. You call out a little too early when the appropriate time is, but that doesn't mean all is lost. We still have to see if the clerics on board even notice. What is, do any of you guys have a
Schedule or-
spyglass or some sort
Yes.
of distance
Winters
observation
does.
tool?
Yeah, I've got a spyglass here.
Yeah, you'll see the top sails of this vessel arriving. That's a two-masted ship. What do we call them? Where's the Ardennes?
A galleon, maybe.
This is a clipper ship. Sorry, well, technically it's a runner. It's a medium-sized ship designed for maximum wind power, and then a whole bunch of oars on top of it. And you can see on the deck of this ship there are,
Wait, you should roll for the weather too. Outside of the day.
True. That is true. Cat spilled water all over my notes, and they're all like.
Oh
big.
no.
Oh god.
You know what that means? It means it's fucking raining hard.
Counters, ship life, spells. Did I hide it over here somewhere? Thought I put the weather table. Oh, it's a medium roll anyway. No, it's a nice, clear, easy day.
Okay.
From your position in town, you can see the folks on board. You can see the sailors working to trim the sails, the oars being powered by what must be at least 24 rowers. There's 8 people in the rigging, and then there appears to be like 15 people on deck, lining either side of the ship, standing at attention. Their brilliant, gleaming brass shields glinting sunlight in your direction. Their uniforms cleanly pressed, the flag of the White Prince flying high. And at the prow of the ship, there is what appears to be a knight of some kind, shielding his eyes against the sun as he looks out in your direction. Cleric on deck as well.
Can I lawyer something as well?
Let me roll these dice first.
I think that a 1 on the in check means Nilrim has no idea when to actually cast it. So it could be. Well, never mind. Actually, you know what? Fuck that.
Unfortunately for the cleric on deck, they have 10 perception and botch their check to search the skies. So eager are they to see the town coming up that they don't look up. And you can get your spell off. Sail. The clouds can churn. They can form the terrifying swirl above without any counter casting from the ship. As it pulls in towards the harbor, the rowers pulling hard.
I tell Sail probably previously. We've probably talked about this. The best place for the call lightning. What do we think it is? It's probably the rudder.
Well, the
It's
rudder is
either-
pretty well protected. You'd really need to be behind the ship to see the rudder well.
I feel like the center of the ship is more likely to crack, and it might set the sails on fire.
I was gonna say we actually want to hit a side, because if we take out one side of rowers, your
Yeah.
ship's not going anywhere. You can't, like, if you blast off one side where you row from, you're done.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. We take off a side, and then water is gonna start to like peel in too, and it's gonna tip eventually. I think that's good.
I
'Cause
also
if you
have
center mass. Yeah, it's an issue.
a question for the turn undead thing. Can I like turn undead on the ship rather than the people? So Rohi like grabs the ship and holds it
We
still?
had talked about that, and I think that we had talked. Yeah,
I think that's
that
a
was
thing
an
that will
option.
come at higher power levels when your turning ability is stronger and stronger.
We
We
could roll a
consider the
20
ship
though.
like a a 10 or a 20 or 30 hit die creature depending on the size of the ship.
Gotcha.
Keep in mind on the
Um,
turn undead table, I'm pretty sure if you roll a 20 at like X level, you can do some pretty crazy shit though.
Awesome.
Like, it would be a roll.
I think so. We agree that I should aim for one of the sides of the ship to try and take out rowers and anyone nearby.
Yeah.
Maximum collateral damage. Yeah, I will. So just remind me again. There's like 2 rows of soldiers on each side of the ship, and then a knight at the prow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack one of the sides. Ideally, if there's rowers or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
the
and hit
rowers are on like
rowers.
a deck below, so that only the oars stick out. You can't really see the rowers, but you can see all the oars working in tandem perfectly. And on the top deck, the infantrymen standing there. They all look like light infantry, not the heavy guards that you've seen here.
And in terms of timing, I think when do we want me to actually launch the
Right
spell?
now, this is it.
Yeah, right now.
Nilram
You got it.
told
okay.
you when he
Oh.
thought to go, and
Well,
or wasn't sure.
That was to start
Well,
casting.
that
but
was to
not
start
fire.
casting.
Oh, I
He
see.
should
what
be
you
in
mean.
range to fire. Yeah.
Well, when do you want to? Do you want to do it while they're attached to the dock? Do you want them to do it when they're at the very minimum? When they're at maximum range?
Probably like 300 and like 300 yards away. No.
Where is that though on
250
the
yards
actual
away.
dock, right? Because we've talked about positioning you in town.
Yeah.
But are you positioned so that maximum range is just the dock, or did you position so maximum range is out into the ocean a little bit? This is on you,
I think
Sale.
maximum.
Or
yeah.
you can clearly get advice from whoever you want.
Well, me and Nilram would have positioned. We would have talked about okay, they're going to come in. From
We
this
want him a
angle.
little bit out in the ocean because we don't want him to be able to dock immediately.
Yeah, we want to take like 2 rounds, 3 rounds to dock, right?
Yeah, well, probably like 5 minutes to dock if possible, so we can get him like in a hutch where we can just keep blasting him with it. But yeah,
Yeah, sure. So once they reach that point, that's when I'll fire, and I will do. Is it 70?
keep in mind you just leveled.
Oh,
that's
it's
true.
actually 88. That's disgusting.
Christ.
Oh,
Jesus
my
fucking
God.
Christ.
Amazing roll.
I scream as it goes off.
What do you scream?
It's unintelligible. Like, it sounds like a crab dying.
Archie pops off. Woo!
What a weird thing to say.
I was gonna say an animal. I was like, nah, I'm a cleric of Rohi. It's gonna be a crab.
The lightning bolt streaks from the sky, colliding with the side of the ship. Sailors, soldiers get thrown all over the place. The knight grabs onto the railing. The cleric skids to the side. It's chaos as water splashes and thunder deafens your
Normal said we need another one as soon as possible. So
I'm still yelling.
and our ship. How much HP? A clipper has many deck points. The ship immediately lists to the side and sail. You can hear, you can see, you can feel in the clouds above that your already channeled Call Lightning spell is being accompanied by a newly channeled Call Lightning spell. Someone on that ship is able to cast it as well and is beginning to create that storm. Now, you're going to get a bolt every 10 minutes, and it takes 10 minutes to cast, so you should be able to get another bolt somewhere right around the time that they're finishing up their channel before they can fire one off at you. So you'll get at least one more in.
They should have no idea where he is, though.
Yeah, that's a whole separate question, is where
Yeah,
the guy
okay.
is.
I would think he's in the fucking tower.
Stay here. Oh, it's a natural 1 on the saving throw.
Oh,
With
no.
that damage and a natural 1 on the save, the whole ship is like tilted to the side, and it's moving forward, carried by its existing momentum, but it is listing hard in the harbor.
People falling in, I asked John.
Mhm. You can see a few people sliding.
Yes.
In. Most importantly, all the oars stop. They're all done. They just kind of hang there on the sides of the ship, sticking out awkwardly.
Drums stopped.
I'll let the party know. Someone else is casting Call Lightning. They're trying to fire back.
All right,
shit,
they'll have no
what's
idea
up?
where you ever are. Nilrum will start taking control like a fucking commander, and he'll point at John, he'll point at Archie. We need to get to the shore, and we need to kill the survivors. You, us three, let's go. Sail, you need to keep casting, and then we go.
If we go on the shore, they'll see us for the Call Lightning.
That's
We
true.
look like anybody else. We look like anybody else willing to help out. I'm
never
sure
have
that there's tons of...
You have weapons
So what
at
did
your
it-
sides. You don't
Well,
look
not me,
like
but-
ordinary civilians.
Let's keep ourselves hidden for now until the second bolt.
All right, I agree. Sure.
Uh,
I don't even know how the call lightning's going off due to the fact of the ship is healed to the side. The person's spellcasting should be omega.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's going to be interrupted
yeah.
with the second shot.
Yeah. Sail, let us know.
Yeah, I will.
you can see from here on in your hidden place in town that the knight up front has whipped out a dagger and is like furiously holding onto a railing while cutting the straps of their armor, taking off their breastplate that they were wearing, just willing to sacrifice it to the sea below. The
That's good.
sailors, the soldiers who just had shields and padded armor, drop their weapons, take off their shields, and throw themselves into the water. Someone tosses in one of the little dinghies on the side. Some people are clearly flailing in the water, helpless and unable to help themselves. We've got 10 minutes before the next bolt of lightning comes from sail. And in this time, the ship sort of just meanders towards shore while most of the people throw themselves off. When your next bolt comes, sail, where do you go with it?
In the intervening minutes, I would have asked the captain for the spyglass, assuming he's still near me.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be looking for somebody like braced and who looked like they were like channeling a spell.
Casting the
Like,
spell,
like-
yeah. Well, I'll try and spot him first. I've seen you do it. I just watched you do it a couple of weeks ago. And then I'll tell you where to look. If I can see him.
I would like a perception check. You've got a spyglass. I think you've got time. Normal perception check is all I need from you, Nick.
Not advantage with the spyglass?
You get it because you have the spyglass.
Yeah, you can even... The only reason you can tell is because of the spyglass. It is a little bit too chaotic over there. There are a lot of people moving about. Not everyone is going into the sea. There's a movement of sailors. Rigging is now awkwardly strewn over here. Plus, there are some like indoor sections that someone could be... They could be entirely indoors casting the spell and completely hidden and only like come out at the very end to cast the final bolt. You don't spot
Go
a
center
cleric,
mass, Sail.
Yeah.
a channeling
Get it from the
cleric.
middle.
Sale's got
Make it
time. I mean,
crap.
I hand him the spyglass to say I can't find him.
Would I maybe get another? My perception is awful. Do I get a chance to have a look?
No, he's. You can look through the spyglass, but you'll have the same results. He's nowhere to be seen.
I'll put the spyglass away and draw my sword.
Yeah, I'll just go center mass and I'll blast as close to center mass as I can. I assume it's listing, so I'd like try to I'm basically trying to crack the ship into it this
Yeah.
point because I don't think it's.
Give me another lightning bolt.
That's good, but
Oh,
still
yeah.
a lot of damage.
It strikes on the mast itself, splitting the mast partway, setting the sails on fire, burning the rigging, throwing a sailor to their salty death below. And then let's see where you guys are. Get a check at disadvantage because their ship's sort of on fire and in trouble. 3d6 plus 6. No, they cannot find you. They don't see you anywhere. But it's this time, after the second bolt has landed on the ship, that the first few infantrymen who threw themselves into the water and have been able to swim or can wash up on shore have done so. There are 5 people getting to the shore and pulling their shit together. 2 of them managed to retain their spears the whole way through.
Well, I think we charge down at them at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck him.
Nilrim will Nilrim will enlarge Archie.
Nope. I'm back at full health, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Yeah.
We're all at full health. You're at full armor.
The soldiers on the beach immediately drop their weapons and rout. They run, some to the east, some to the west, just getting away from whoever the fuck this is charging them. The knight on the boat have all the morale they need, but do they know how to swim? Here's the roll for the knight. Well, we don't see them again. And our clerics have a water breathing spell on hand.
There, get that?
Need
Third
casting a
level?
different
Oh
spell.
no.
I assume.
Spell. Water breathing. Yes. And how many people does water breathing affect?
As many as you want, because you can divide the duration.
Ooh.
I didn't know that.
There's a few versions of water breathing.
Nice.
Minimum of 1/2 hour per character, I think it is.
Excellent.
Can she cast that when she's casting the other spell? Can you cast multiple spells at a time?
Call Lightning says once you finish the initial channeling, you can do other things, including casting spells.
Yeah, but she hasn't yet, right?
Maybe her Call Lightning got interrupted. Maybe there are multiple clerics on board. You don't see much else. A few of the lowly soldiers that do wash up on shore near you immediately are surrendering or just like coughing up so much water that there's no fight in them. Some scatter, but the knight and the cleric or clerics or knights are nowhere to be seen.
And Father so-and-so?
Father Hubert is nowhere to be seen.
Have we got water breathing spells?
We do.
We do.
Looks like we're going in after him.
Is one ready?
All right.
Did someone
not
prepare
ready.
water breathing?
No. We're just gonna stay on the shore then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the sailors or the soldiers who wash up and are clearly surrendering? Do you put them down
Tie 'em
or do you
up.
let them live?
They're surrendering,
Mhm.
and that's what we want. We tie 'em up.
Yeah.
All
Excellent.
right,
They
I
can-
asked Captain Winters.
Yeah. Let them surrender.
Excellent.
We tie him up.
You can tie them up. And without really swinging a single weapon, the battle is more or less over. The ship is badly damaged. Its mast on fire. The side of it has a huge hole. The hull has a huge hole. Sail, are you doing something with the third lightning bolt? It looks like it's not going anywhere, and either everyone's off it or are on it while it slowly begins to sink.
I'll talk to the crew. Do you want me to keep blasting anyone who's alive?
Sink the ship.
Yeah, I'll be.
I'm gonna
aiming-
ask the sailors. Was Captain Hubert on your ship, or was
Father.
Father Hubert on your ship?
Yes, they affirm that he was.
Can he swim?
They don't know. He's an old man.
Still, you're gonna need to ask your god. The drowned god will know if their lives have been taken to the sea. Use your lightning bolts on the ship. Finish it off.
Yeah, I'll fire another bolt off at the ship.
Yeah, another bolt crashes into the side of it for a bunch of
39.
damage. The ship rolls another natural one and just splits in twain, and that's it for it. It's gone. There's no one left on it.
Yeah.
Anyone who's on that ship is now underwater.
My thought here is, could I, do I have to be able to see Father Hubert to say, turn undead him, or could I just kind of say, he's out there, get him, Rohi?
You have to have like a line of sight. You have to
Excellent.
summon your god's energy on something specific.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I think we need to keep watch along the shoreline in case these people show up. Because if I was them, I'd be walking along the shoreline,
Absolutely.
looking to come on some other part of the island. So
But which way?
yeah,
Way indeed.
We split in two. Two goes
This-
left.
that's tough.
This will have to be a solution for another day. Maybe they've all drowned
Yep.
and it's all over. Maybe they've escaped somewhere with the help of magic or the help of their god. But for now,
Get 'em next week.
Yep.
it's all over. And that'll wrap us up for this week. We've gotten experience. We've gotten all the things. Anyone have any shout outs? Anything they want to say before we go?
Make sure if you like the content, subscribe to the Patreon to subscribe to support the campaign, and check out the subreddit or something. I don't know.
It's super
Yeah.
easy. Patreon.com/Tides of Death. We're near being fully funded. If you want, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can ask questions, and we have 2 quick questions to go.
Ooh.
What plans do you have for improving your base? I think we need to get a lot of people inside our base to start running all of the stuff. So we have like a glass forge, we have like a blacksmith place. What do you think? Any of you?
A gym for Archie to train people in punching in.
Yeah, I think the obvious stuff like metalworking and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Just to get it sort of more nicely decorated would be nice, because right now I imagine it's just sort of old stone walls. Might be nice to get a few more luxurious items in there. But
Some art pieces, yeah.
yeah, a few more staff, a bit more working rooms, and some artwork and stuff. Yeah.
Next question. Oh, wise Koibu, you mentioned in the past episode the salty ship missed opportunity. Could you share any more interesting encounters/missions that were skipped and therefore lost through the party members' decisions? Both time sensitive, like the salt ship or not, your pick. Keep up the great work.
Oh, man. I usually like to keep a lot of these things close to the chest. I like the idea that if the party doesn't bother to investigate it, then it'll just be a forever unknown. But I respect the question. So, other things that we have missed. I've got a couple of notes over here. Well, there was the real magic fish instead of the fake magic fish they came across.
How's that?
We had. There was. Where's my big map? Memory. So much. Oh, it's hard. There are lots of things that have been missed, but they're all still in the chamber right now. All the good ones, all the fun ones to tell you about are
Yeah.
like still out there. And I don't want to say if you go to this island that we casually skipped over, there is
Yeah, because we could go back.
blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah 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 there. So what is
Did we miss some cool
Bard?
stuff with the bard? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just a bard.
he was
he was just a cool NPC.
He
Yeah,
was just a cool NPC, There was some stuff on White Sands and Yuma and Deadwood with the thieves in the desert that was kind of cool. And
did you have
the
some sort
people
of
in
other
town for Yuma.
storyline for the Goblin Island? Because we kind of took that into our own hands.
My DMing philosophy is it matters how and why you do the things you do, but not necessarily what you do. So there were lots of ideas for things that were happening in Krob Strait. But I usually don't come up with I expect the party to come here and
Yeah.
then do XYZ. It's more of like, here's a cool environment. Let's see what they do. So the quest lines are more open-ended and like, in the town of Krob Strait, it's split, and there's the Inquisitor on one side, and the other side is a little bit softer and a little bit more open, and they don't quite have the same protection, and there's goblins in the woods. And then on the other side, where the Inquisitor is, there's not very many goblins, and there's a hell of a lot more civilization, there's more money, there's more wealth, and it's more of like setting up the world and letting the party go for it. So aside from the quest that I've specifically called out, like there's a ship full of salt, or your god tells you to come and fuck up this one dude in particular, All the other good quest lines are still in play, and I don't want to spoil them.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's all the questions that we have. Make sure you check out the Reddit, reddit.com/r/Koibu. There should be a thread up right now. You can discuss the episode. I think that's it from us.
Yeah, I think
We're
that's
on
it.
next week,
Watching.
same time.
Same time, same place. See you all
Next
next
week,
week for
yeah.
more Tides of Death. Bring your
Have a good
pirate
night,
facts.
everyone.
Good night.
Bring your pirate
Bye.
facts. See you later.
Bye.